2, 1.
We have creative. I'm needing hundreds on hundreds, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We stillin' at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot, still tryna flip it out the stove. Rockin' fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, I might crash, cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause good die young. Yeah, but here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
Yeah. I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man's so tough, but man's keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls let it tell me I'm awesome. Yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch man, please use caution.
Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west, I'll take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the.
Yeah. I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man's so tough, but man's keep walking. Yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls let it tell me I'm awesome. Yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch man, please use caution.
Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Flow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the.
Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man's so tough, but man's keep walking. Yeah, just too sharp with the prize. White girls let it tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch man, please use caution.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him
They try to take it, I'm getting it back. And if they hit me, they gotta get taxed. I'm making hit after hit after hit, and I promise you, boy, every one of them slap. Hop on a verse and I body it quick. They never work, and it's why we don't mix. I don't got time for the fake, and I swear that I always say real, something they never did. Oh, they saying that I'm up next. I told them that I'm up now. Promise I came for the next. I'm needing honeys on hundreds, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown. Oh, you should go ahead and write over. I was in a 4, leveled up to the Rover. Feeling like Blake, I'ma put him on a poster. I don't really play when it come to my checks. I've been in the gym, so you know I gotta flex. If I shoot a shot, then it's gonna be a wet dog. I'm coming for these meals, I ain't taking no less. Yeah, I ain't really taking no less. Now they tryna send me that text. I ain't hit them back, they stress. I'm needing honeys on hundreds, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, till we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the face. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne. It's looking easy to take. We not afraid. We put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They tryna trace, they tryna follow our steps. They tryna copy the wave. Boy, that's your name. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work. Like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. If you come then please don't drop your guard. Nobody's safe. If you come, you're messing with a star. For my folks, for my mama and my pops. I don't care if you the cops, anybody could get boxed. If you aiming for my head, then you better take your shot. If you miss, then this fist gon' be cleansing your clock. I don't care if you the press or the feds or an op. If I stretch out these hands, they're prepared to get robbed. If your friends said that you had a chance, understand that they probably was meant for your friends. They my fans. I jumped in the ring and I started swinging. Came from the jungles of drunken demons, fighting them off in the Coliseum. Studied and learned how to target weakness. That's why your team would do better beefing with someone else who was probably vegan. Touch me and lose every single finger. Touch me and watch how I turn the scene. Massacre, as soon as you have the nerve to try to step to me, I will snatch your turban. Matter of fact, scratch that, I will snatch your earth. You tried to breathe to see how the asthma works. We don't repeat, I'm not in a class with earth. My boys are down the ball if I say the word. The team is down the hall if I call the serve. I snap them, best believe that I'm massacre. Nobody's safe.
XL up in the pen, you can't shake that. All the way gassed up, full tank, man. Moving too quick, keep the cameras in the playback. Dang, so tell me how you feel with it. You put a lid on it, I ain't got no chill with it. This right here your problem, you gon' have to deal with it. Lay it on the line, high risk, that's the meal ticket. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold on ground where we at. Never fall back. No lies, no facts. We gon' stay right where we at. We ain't never fall back. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. Been way down, never falter. Came with the hands out, get them off us. I'm 24/7 in the office. Pay attention cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need the hassle. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. We ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Never fall back. We ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Yeah. No lies or facts. You can find me right where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. Yeah. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back.
Never wanted a king, I just wanted to leave. They wanted me to change, I just wanted to be me. Now they want me in chains, I just wanted to be free. And they turned a blind eye, well now I want them to see. I ain't here to make friends, I just need to make amends. Yeah, the odds stacked against me, I'm just here to break the trench. Bring them weapons in, since my melanin got them questioning what's best for them. When the record ends, I'll be reckoning. Wanna see us up, the system made to fail. I'm on my way to heaven, but for now I give them hell. Where I'm from, 21, you either dead or in jail. It feel amazing looking at they faces when you prevail. What more do you want from me? Couple sins from my past, they been haunting me. I'm a legendary song, you gon' get all of me. Load it up, you gon' get this work at market fee. Matter of fact, it's all for free. Calm down, nah, here I go. I've been shooting up the screen like I'm setting picking rows. Ain't see me listed with the freshest. It's cool, they didn't know. Leave a seed outside, man, it's guaranteed to grow. I'm about to blow. Doc, hold up, wait a minute, now I'm strapped in. I done seen the light, so grab a camera for the action. Learn to play the hand, I was dealt to my advantage when the cards in my hand. Every move is a gambit, understanding what's a king. He can't recognize his queen as his equal. What's a king who don't really got love for the people? What's a king who ain't ready to go and fight against the evil? What's a king? He don't know another king is supposed to lead you. Thought we would be dead from this. They ain't know we bred for this. They sending apologies, tell us in that recompense. Everything seems fair, love and war. Thought they gave me all they had, we're telling them send some more. You got something you'll live for, means more when it's something you'll die for. With this life I'ma give more, cause it's a lot of people I'ma ride for. Been fighting all my life for, I'm ready. Prepared for the pain and the strife for, I'm ready. You really want me, come and get me, for I'm ready. Understand I got a million soldiers with me, for I'm ready. Some family in a box, other family members boxed up. But no matter the circumstances, promise that won't stop us. Life like Super Mario, from underground I popped up. Shoulda level up every time I make the block jump. Royal we paid for the royalty like ASCAP. Dividends invested in myself like I'm the NASDAQ. Never tripping, I'm setting traps for my demise. To it all, I'm Forrest Whitaker. I barely
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have creative. I'm needing hundreds on hundreds, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. for the crown.
Hello, everybody. We're back, and we are here for week number 4 of Breakout series. Terrence Bogard just released today, so maybe we'll see some Terry. But if not, we're going to see some high-level Street Fighter 6 gameplay, so we're looking forward to that. I am King BL, and I'm joined today by...
My Wonder Chef. Today I'm Wonder Chest. I'm unfortunately sick. I wasn't able to be here last week because I was traveling for work, and as is current, traveling is constantly making me sick. So I'm glad I'm back, but yeah, I could not rock the camera today. So I'm just gonna be a treasure chest today.
I so good. You know, we love it. We love the treasure chest here. We're gonna get some treasure in this gameplay, but you're looking fly. I like the glasses too. It really completes the look.
Yeah. When I made this for fun just to see how it worked. It's actually not. It's kind of lagging right now, but I made it for fun just to see how it worked. And I put on the glasses as a joke, and I was like, oh, the glasses need to stay permanently. So they just ended up doing it. But you know what? I'm really excited for Terry. I'm very, very excited for Terry. I do think we actually have some stats. Of course, we're here in week 4, right? This is going to be our end of our first month of the Breakout series running Street Fighter 6, which is sick. And we get to see who's been the most used. And honestly, you can kind of put some names to a lot of these faces, these character faces here. Ryu actually leading the pack, which I think is probably going to be a lot of Tyson. There's going to be a lot of Ruffian playing Blanca, of course, being our many time champion now. Unfortunately, not back. We saw a little bit less Luke last week than we saw the previous weeks with that rookie there. And then Marisa, that was last week, right? Did we have a Marisa in, was it second last week?
I think Jimmy was here last week, I think, right?
Yeah. So that's the one I didn't get a chance to see. So I'm pumped to see that.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, as you said, we're obviously probably going to see a little bit of Ryu, a little bit of Luke, some Shoto gameplay as per usual. And I think Jimmy's in for today potentially. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what kind of people they play. It looks like we might have our first match getting set up, which is exciting. Do you want to talk about? Do you know these players at all?
I honestly did not even see which match we're getting. Okay. We're seeing Gus and Dexel. We've watched Dexel before, but as far as actually being as familiar with these players, not as much. So hopefully we get to see some new stuff going on. Like I said, last week, we had somebody who had not been, I think, in the top 8 before make second place, which is pretty sick. So there's always a chance to see some new names pop up out of nowhere. Even like first week to second week, we saw Tyson go from, I think it was tied for 7th to 2nd place. So just one of those series where we're kind of getting our familiar faces kind of settled in, and still plenty of an opportunity for new players and hopefully new characters. Obviously, I want to see Terry. Obviously,
we all want to see Terry. I mean, Terrence Bogard is the guy, but I mean, I guess it's so new. You just dropped like 12 hours ago. It might be a round 1 pick, and then you're like, okay, you got me. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm gonna try a little harder now. Okay. So maybe we see game 1, but I don't think. Maybe, who knows? I'm praying for Terry top 8. That'd be so sick to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the advantage of the fact that I feel like if you have a little bit of time and other people haven't had a chance to lab Terry as much, you could, or any new character, right? You've got that like little bit of like a gimmick power, which I mentioned this before, but I've done that in several tournaments before in several different games where it's like, oh yeah, I just know this one mix-up that people don't have a grasp on yet because this character's been out for 3 hours, and it can carry you pretty far until people actually realize it, and then you lose very badly. But this is the perfect place to try something new, especially on a release day for a DLC.
Terry definitely has that high-low, mid-low mix, or mid-high mix. I didn't realize that. I got hit by that a few times today. I was like, whoa, okay. Well, what's going on? But yeah, I think I'm excited to see what we see. I don't know who these players play yet, so it's going to be experience for you and I. We'll see who they start with.
Yeah, I do know that we've seen a few characters, or I should say, let me reverse that. I was going to say we've seen a few characters that we haven't seen. So I'm just going to say we haven't seen a few characters still here at the Breakout series, and it's usually the less common characters. We have definitely seen a few of them squeeze in once or twice, but for example, I don't believe we've seen a Lily yet, unless there was one early in last week. We haven't seen, we did actually see a Manon. We saw a pretty good Manon play. I believe DC, who is here, was playing Manon at least for some of the matches before they went back to their jury, which is what they usually use. crud. We haven't seen any Dulcims. We haven't seen. We actually went through it last time, but there's a few characters that I still want to see, and it's still our first month. So, which characters would you like to see today?
Oh gosh, obviously
Aside
from
from
Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, aside from Terry, but maybe a Ken would be kind of nice. I don't know if we've seen a ton of Ken just yet in here. You know, it's a very common character, but hasn't made a. I don't think we've seen top 8, at least for when I've been around so far.
True.
Other characters. I mean, Geef's always fun. Geef's always, when I'm not playing, super fun. When I'm playing, not so much. But Geef, maybe a Cammy too would be cool.
Well, we are going to see. Okay, so we're going to
Ooh.
see Marisa and Ryu. So these are now 2 characters that placed pretty highly last week. But there were some changes in this patch, and I do not know what they are. Like I said, I just got home, so I'm excited to see what they are. I'm not sure these 2 characters changed at all, but so far, starting pretty solid.
Yeah, well, obviously Marisa did not get touched, so there's that. But I think maybe a little bit about Ryu, but I don't think much. Nothing crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna be Marisa trying to get out of the corner, tail this time. You know, we're gonna see. Can Emmy get out? I hope so. I mean, I'm not gonna so great. Ooh, wait.
Ooh.
Side switch idea.
Yeah, it was a good attempt to get out. I mean, that's going to be the biggest problem, right? Marisa definitely has some issues on defense and with the anti-airing, so neutral jump super good in that case, and clearly was able to hold on to that corner. So, reason why we haven't been seeing as much Marisa lately, but you got to get that pressure going, which is what we're trying to see from Emmy.
Oh my, Emmy is just throwing haymakers right now for the fin. Oh no, you eat that. You got to eat that, man. Oh, Emmy is in a lead right now, throwing big fists here. Okay. I mean, gonna slow it down a little bit. You got full bar. You don't need to throw too much here. You gotta be a little safe. And oh, the chin check. Okay, Emmy. Okay.
I do like that a lot. It's so hard to catch that vertical angle with Marisa anti-airs. I mean, it's not like it's impossible, but I think that's a much safer option if you do expect that they're going to be throwing something out. Unfortunately, gets the jump over with a jump roundhouse. That's going to hurt super bad.
That's a cash out right there. We're gonna send Emmy to about half health here, maybe a little less, but that does not do anything to Marisa. This character can land some big damage. Level 3 we've seen after the kick can just straight up kill you, and we're seeing it start here. Oh, let me go! Oh no, to the ground.
Oh no, attempted Oki right there. I mean, you could have seen maybe like a drive rush forward and there's something, but just really expecting maybe something on wake up. I mean, the patience is good. We've seen a pretty patient playstyle, and again, we're seeing a lot of really good options against the jump ins. One more, not able to get any sort of pickup or anything like that, so they just need to find one more hit.
You just said it. The one hit, the DP there caught him. I will say I don't know what stance it's necessarily called with Marisa, but with the almost the turtle crouch right there, blocking up the hit and bouncing in him. It's working really well in this matchup.
Yeah, we've really got to start seeing attempts to not throw out options in the air. They've especially been being used as an anti-air a lot. You can also like land and block that right there. So. Oh, actually just jumped over that time. And that is work if you do manage to hit that angle, because none of the armored options or the parry are going to work.
Yeah, you can't quite be just good old fashioned Ryu footsies here, but we're seeing bar quite low on Ryu. Like, oh, there it is. Nom, give me that. Punch to the face, and now we're seeing, oh, Emmy's just going to go wild here. Yup. Give me that, boy. Oof.
All right, that is looking considerably better. So far, we've had to see Emmy play kind of on the back foot a lot of the time, and obviously Marisa can like 3-touch you still, no problem at all. 2-touch if you're not doing super well, but making really good reads once again with like kind of every armor option.
Oh, and it keeps going. You're just reading the future right now. Honestly, give me the script. That was. The Emmy is just, these armor moves are just doing so much work, but Ryu throw loops? I think so, but again, the side switch to get out with the armor move is really putting work for Emmy. Dex has to find a way around that.
Oh, big conversion in the corner, willing to burn out for this. The level 3 was gonna, I mean, obviously it's enough, but it would have burned out regardless, so just making sure you spend 100% of everything, try to close this out. And once again, I believe today, and somebody can tell me if I'm wrong on that, I believe today, once again, we are 1st to 2 in pools, and then 1st to 3 for top 8, so that does mean that it's match point for Dexel.
Okay, good point. Yeah, keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind for who's sides for anyone watching. See what they would score right now. And Dex slowing it down here. I like this pace. You know, Marisa's got these big opening moves. You want to kind of keep it away, but you get grabbed, going down to the ground. And level 3 on Marisa's gonna be kind of scary. And we've got some. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, Dextel's just pressing too many buttons. I really think patience could be the name of the game here. Or honestly, even just trying to mash reversals that would work a little bit better. Because right now it's just been a lot of swinging into armor. It's been a huge portion of kind of how a lot of this aggression started. In the air as well, like I said, just keeps running its armor. Nice DP!
I like that. Okay. Okay, guys, talk to him. Maybe level 1 just to really get ahead of you. You're burning and you want to. Yeah, there it is. Level 1. Not going to kill though. Marisa. Emmy. Uh-oh. Oh. Hesitation on the side switch. There was a hesitation on that side switch, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit. That was a really weird option. Wake up sweep coming out from Emmy, but unfortunately, it was not able to get enough momentum, and Dextel will be taking that 2-0. It was pretty close, but again, Marisa, you just really have to keep that pressure going, and so much of, I think, what the damage that Emmy was finding were these really good reads as far as when the opponent was going to press buttons, what they were going to do in the air, just little things here and there that just didn't lead to enough Oki, and you really got to hit very specific things with Marisa to actually get the Oki that you want, and unfortunately that option was just not really there, and there were the huge combos that we're used to seeing from Marisa.
Yeah, definitely hard finding the openings. It felt like a lot of the openings were those armor moves, as you said, finding a way to kind of get off me or get you in the corner, but it wasn't able to convert into a combo. It was a lot of reactionary rather than proactive. You're not really like looking to set up things. It was more just like, I'm getting you in the corner and then I'm going to try to play the game, but it wasn't a lot of a follow-up really available.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It definitely is. Marisa is a win more or lose more character, right? Like you have to find your spots. Otherwise, the moment that you realize you're like halfway through a match and you haven't found your spot, it's just too tough. Defense, not the greatest in the world. Obviously, the parry worked wonders, but it's not like it gave the best mix-ups ever. We did see like one command grab off of it. We saw a few knockdowns. But honestly, speaking of the knockdowns, I think another thing that I'd really like to see from Emmy would be taking advantage of Oki situations. And right there, we did see a good example of that, the drive rush after a knockdown, but there were a lot of knockdowns that you could get drive rush Oki after. We saw the command grab, there was none of that. We saw a lot of the anti-air parry into like the tackles, which gives that weird little knockdown, no Oki after that. And Oki with Marisa is big.
Yeah, Oki is going to be one of your largest moves. As you mentioned, we're talking about here, and just anyone who plays Marisa would know it. You're going to have a couple openings, and you have to take everything you can. Because if you might get 1 or 2 in a match, maybe like 4 or 5 in a whole set, right? Against someone like Ryu 2, who's going to force you to approach these fireballs and kind of moves to keep you out. You got to really take full advantage of the lead you're given. That small opening, Marisa can just nuke. You can't be taking crumbs. You got to take the whole sandwich. You got to take everything you can when you get an opening there. So, something to look forward to.
Yeah, honestly, was playing a good honest game though. Both sides were playing good honest games. The thing is, you just don't want to play an honest game against the most honest man of all time, which is Ryu. Even though he's got some really not honest stuff in this game, but he's still the honest man, and with the quote unquote honest play style. I did air quotes. You can't see it because I'm not on camera, but just can't play honest. Got to play as dishonest as possible, especially when you're playing any sort of big body brawler, grappler type. And got to see a little more of that. But still, that's only the winner's bracket, so that is not the end for Emmy. They will still have another chance, and they were pretty close. Dextel will be moving forward pretty quickly. But we've got, of course, more matches coming up. There's a few people missing today. I don't think we had a chance to talk about the bracket too much that we are used to seeing. So, for example, Ruffian, I think maybe accidentally signed up too late, something like that. A few people like Rookie, we didn't get a chance to see again. Some people that we have seen a lot. Tyson's here. EC's here. Jimmy is here. Only Hands. There's a lot of people. So we're going to see some different names. The biggest thing, different champion this time around for the first time in a month.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're going to see someone different. As you mentioned, Ruff is not here, so we don't have the dominant winner coming into to take the crown as per usual. So we're going to see a different result, which is awesome to see. Every time you get a different ending, we're excited to see what happens. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to who's going to take it today and be like, you know what? I see my chance. I'm about to make a name for myself and slide on in there. So I'm curious to see what character or person we're going to see up in there.
Yeah, we've also got 2 players in this bracket that have made second place, but not won yet, which is pretty cool. In separate weeks. I believe it was week 2 for Tyson, and then week 3 for Jimmy. Blanking out on the name. There's too many fighting game players named Jimmy. So I'm sure everybody really, really wants their chance, and they will be trying to get it. Jimmy is in the second round of winners. I believe Tyson is as well in the second round of winners. Jewel Man, who has once again got really close. So we'll see what else we have. But still, I'm waiting for the Terry. Please, someone out there play Terry.
Somebody.
If nobody plays
Please.
Terry, I'm going to be really sad. Also, it looks like we're restarting the stream very quickly.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, I'm assuming we stay here. I'm just going to keep talking.
Yeah, we'll just keep going. I mean, it probably will take a second, so like we'll just kind of refresh when it goes. But I guess we'll get our next match when everything with the stream gets sorted out. And we'll see who plays. But you got any you mentioned a few players. Who out of those players you mentioned do you think is going to take it? If you could pick one on paper, just if they're having a good day, they eat their Wheaties, who's taking it for you?
Honestly, so I didn't get a chance to watch Jimmy last week, but I believe Jimmy did beat Tyson, or maybe I could be wrong on that. Sorry if I'm wrong. I was working, but I think those two with Jimmy and Tyson. I mean, you just gotta kind of take a look at just the results at least so far, but you really truly never know. Also, Dexel saying if they make top 8, they'll play Terry with a rental fighter, which is super
Crazy.
funny. Just get the character. Come on,
Play him. He's cool.
Well, I'm surprised that the Ryu players aren't really trying Terry. You know, I mean, obviously Ryu is doable. In fact, I think since the last time I've been here, Ryu won a major, but I get that too. Trust me, I definitely get that one.
We all get that one. Relatable. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the speed. I think a lot of Ryu players maybe don't want to pick him up too. Yeah, I think like he's getting in there. His fireball game is not, it's not kind of sit back and wait and anticipate. Terry's much, go forward, go in. He doesn't have a lot of ways. He's got to force you to come in with that fireball. So might be a factor.
Yeah, but to be fair, not that it's necessarily always the best, but I do think a lot of Ryu players play that way as well.
Some of them will go crazy.
I am certainly part of that. I mean, not when I play Ryu, but when I play every character with a fireball, I find myself, I'm like, why am I running in? I'm like fighting against a character that just like struggles with zoning, and I'm the one pushing forward, and I'm like, is this the character I should be playing right now? But
I'll be playing Guile, especially I was getting Guile the Masters. I was like, I had them in the corner. I was like, wait, what am I doing? What? Wait, why am I pushing you on the corner? Wait, what am I doing? Hold on.
Guile's is juicy though. Guile's is like you're constantly being like baited, because you know that if you can get them into the corner, it is the best thing in the world. But if you walk forward and don't get them into the corner, then you wasted your space. So you're like, oh, I really want.
3, 2, 1.
We have creative. I need hundreds on hundreds, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown.
Hey, we're back. Thanks for holding on, everybody. It was just a little bit of a restart we had to do because, unfortunately, I'm causing a bunch of technical issues by being a mimic. They accidentally reached in the chest to try and get our good stream today, and I bit their hand off. But we're back, week 4. We just saw one match going into the start of the bracket, still in the 2 out of 3 phase before we hit that top 8. And it was good. It was good. We got to see Marisa, which I hadn't had a chance to see in the first 2 weeks of the, I guess you could say, season or the month or the series of the game, the Breakout series. And I'm a big fan of Marisa. I was maining Marisa for a while. Hopefully we get to see more later, and I think we will.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely a good character. And if Jimmy is in here today, we're definitely going to see Marisa again, probably quite a bit in top 8. So, I mean, you're not going to be missing any good Marisa. There's a lot of good stuff here today to learn from. So excited to see that. Oh, and we're heading to the next match too. Okay, we got Pinky versus Hugis. Hugis, I think that's how you say that.
Is it Hugis Mucus? I don't know. I don't know how to say anybody's name. I think it's gotta be Hugis. But your guess is as good as mine. Regardless, though, it's an Aki, which is sick. We haven't seen very many of those at all.
No, especially against M. Bison. I mean, this character, we've seen a lot of M. Bison in general in the big tournaments, but less so here, per se. I think there was a week where there was a Bison came through. But anyway, right now, Aki is putting a workshop on saying, do you know what I do? Because everyone knows Bison does, but do you know what Aki does? Because it's a checkup sometimes.
I don't think anybody knows what Aki does. I don't even think Aki players know what Aki does, to be 100% honest. We need some proof in here. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, yeah, no. Aki still, even though she did get some nice buffs in, I guess, the start of this season, she still is like so uncommon. She's just weird. But right now, this is the good part of Aki. When she gets stuff going, it's hard to stop it.
Yeah, I know this is where it gets really scary. Especially, I mean, again, both these characters. Wow, that was a crazy stop in that. Oh my. Okay, go off. I will say though, the thing is, both these characters not great out of corners. So they both are very good at pushing each other in a bad position. They both suck at getting out of it.
Yeah, that's honestly, I feel like that is the biggest difference maybe between some of the best characters in the game and then the characters that are like, I mean, not to say that Bison's one of the best characters in the game, but the characters like slightly below is usually kind of their defense and being able to get out. So like, this is certainly an offense-based game. The damage can also be unreal in this like matchup, or it can be like relatively low based on kind of what starters they end up hitting. And right now we're seeing the big combos. Oh no, went for a bait right there.
He didn't quite find the mark, but oh, what will you do? By no bar. This is that's where you want to get in. But Aki has these great poke tools that force you away. Get off of me. Let me go, and you will get poisoned and exploded for that.
Ooh, didn't quite get the anti-air right there. It's scary though, because honestly, like one jump in over any of the whips is gonna be like GG basically at this point. But we're not seeing the opportunity. We're seeing the rush down, so you don't even have to do that, and does set up the poison on the ground.
This is the poison. Look at the combos. Maybe a couple frames off. Didn't quite hit. Oh, DI, hold this. Now we get to see the Bison combo coming alive here. Maybe level 2 to finish off. No, just gonna try to find what he can do with the bomb here. Oh, the bomb was right there.
I love that air-to-air as an anti-air. Now we're going to see, once again, just kind of like a slip away, trying to catch some buttons being pressed, but just a lot of drive impact in that situation. So I'd love to see something to bait that. Maybe you can even go for the command grab a little bit late, although we're going to have to see that in a different set, because that was a quick 2-0 from, I'm just going to call them Hugeous Mucus. And if anybody knows opposite as to how we should actually say the name, please in chat say something, because that is a weird name, but they're looking great.
They look great. Yeah, they look fantastic. I'd say that, you know, in general, it did seem a lot like Bison was just out of range with a couple moves there. A little bit closer spacing, and we could have saw maybe a different outcome to that one, but just looked like, yeah, Aki just had this range, just kind of walled with the pokes. It didn't allow Bison to play Bison's game.
Yeah, we I think needed to see maybe a little bit more patience coming out from Pink and just waiting for the range and scissor kicks, because that can be, from what I understand, pretty hard for Aki. Anybody who's got that sort of like mid-range safe entry option where you can't play, I mean, you know, you sit there, like they try to zone you a little bit. They're like, okay, I'll use like one whip, and then suddenly it's like, okay, scissor kick, now I'm in. Now you got to play with your awkward ranges that Aki has. And Bison's going to be a little bit more comfortable, I think, in that spot. But we didn't ever have to see that, and we just saw the aggression continuing over and over and over and over, which I think was a really good call. And a lot of Aki players, I think, early on were playing a little bit maybe too defensive, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do here.
Exactly. No, couldn't have said it better myself. And Aki in general does a really good job. But once she does get in there, once she finds that one opening, you are eating just damage after damage. The poison on the ground, you look down, look back up, slaps you. You're like, oh my god, what is going on? What game are we playing? Because Aki is just so good at that situation, just putting you in a bad spot and just continuing the damage. One more guess wrong and you might even die. You know, she could two-touch certain characters, Akuma especially. Bison isn't Akuma, but it definitely was hard for him to turn it around at some points.
Yeah, just wasn't able to find that spot. So again, that was a winner's match, and we're going to see Hugeous Mucus move forward to fight Jimmy, which I think might be a stream match later on. We'll see if that's the case, but Pink will still be in this. We haven't seen anybody eliminated quite yet. Looks like, oh wait, did Dexel already play? I don't know. There's a few. Yes. Okay, so Dexel actually lost, went back down to losers after we saw them win. We're starting to get close to the top 8, but we're not quite there yet.
We're certainly arching our way there, and you know, as anyone watching, make sure you remember it is first of 2 till top 8, and then after that we're going to be into a best of 5 situation. So we shall see how these players can adapt. Of course, more sets, more time to learn your opponent, more time to adjust. So these first sets, sometimes things can happen. You know, don't feel bad if you're the losers. It might just need more time to adjust, more time to adapt.
Yeah. And even if you don't adapt fast enough this week, there is obviously going to be a tournament every single week. So it's chill. You take what you got and you learn from it. But while we're waiting for the next match, I'm just going to throw out some shout outs because we didn't get a chance to do that quite yet. First of all, I want to remind everybody, I don't know if it's up yet, but !Matcherino. You can donate some money to that pot. And of course, at no cost to you. You just got to claim the codes. It's very, very easy to do. And you got to reward these players for doing well every single week and giving us a great show. And then, of course, thank you to One Shot Energy, which I have a funny story with now. So every single time I'm on here, I talk about the fact that their throat lozenges are awesome. They are actually really, really, really good. I'm not saying that because it's a sponsor. I am generally not a shill, but they're great. It's really, really good. I haven't tried the energy, but so I was obviously working this week. I was over at TwitchCon. I was just staffing a booth, nothing super fancy. But I was feeling, a little like I had to yell a lot over just sound and speakers. And I was like, oh, man, I really wish I had like my one-shot lozenges. And then I walk like 10 feet from my booth around the corner from another booth. And there was a one-shot booth there. And I was like, oh, that is random. That is extremely random. I literally was asking for it. So I walk over and I see all their like big pile of stuff that they have. And I was like, hey, I love you guys' throat lozenges. Can I get a package? And they're like, we're sorry, we're all sold out, because they're honestly just like that good. They went super, super quick. And unfortunately now I'm sick. So that's life. Huge shout out to them. I highly recommend those throat drops, I think is technically what they're called.
Okay. I'll check them out. If you're ever sick or you're watching, definitely keep that in mind. It's, don't want to mess up when you're sick. That is the time to really make sure you get some reliable.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I have been sick a lot over the past 3 months. So I know from experience that they are honestly quite good, and they taste really good. Super about that. So shout outs to them. I believe shout outs to Mad Cats, also a sponsor for us. And then, of course, Bloodline Card Shop is always going to be on that roster. But always big shout outs to everybody who makes this possible. Same to our staff, everybody behind the scenes, stars, and who is yelling at us constantly. And honestly, there's so many people here today. I'm just going to go through the names on the Discord, seeing everybody. Craze, Joker, the other King Servbot, Stars is there, Boss Sauce, Zen. Shout out to everybody who makes it possible. There's a big roster of people back here making sure that everybody gets a chance to play.
Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, this is a production. Everyone plays a really important role. We get to commentate and enjoy, but there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. It's important you guys remember how much work goes into this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it is a lot. And also, of course, just as a reminder, once again we're waiting for this next match, if anybody's interested in Tekken and is not familiar with the Tekken tournaments that are run by Breakout Series, it's Tekken 8 every Thursday, and those are some big brackets. Street Fighter here on the Breakout Series is definitely like the new kid in town, so we're still finding our feet, and I love all the players that we've been seeing entering already. But Tekken had a little bit more time. We've been running that for a few more months than this, and boy, there are some killers in those brackets. So if you want to watch Tekken, follow this channel. Thanks earlier to whoever it was it who subbed, who gave all the gift subs? I think it was it Joker?
I didn't see, actually. I'm gonna miss that one.
It was it closed it. I actually wait, I can tell. Oh, Medusa. It was Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Medusa for all the gift subs, and also Joker for the Prime sub. That's what it was. We're hopefully gonna get our match coming up soon. But
we're just kind of chilling in the meantime, waiting for see what we're gonna be watching next.
Yeah. In the meantime, have you taken a look at any of the patch notes? Because I know there was like a bunch of minor changes and like a couple changes that actually mattered. I feel like I should maybe.
I will say, Geek players are crying. They're crying their little eyes out because they can't spam knee anymore. That is one of the larger ones. There's been a few changes, but overall, it just looks like Ken and Cammy escaped again. More criminals, I know. But it looks like mostly just a little bit of Geef stuff changed. Dawson received a ton of changes. In general, it looks like they just made a good quality post. I mean, obviously, grappler players are a little sad. Lily received nothing, but Non received I think maybe something, if anything, but something really small. In general, it was just like Geef got nerfed because obviously knee into grab was kind of insane.
Yeah.
So that's really the only really big change I think that happened. That's the only really notable one. You can read through them, but it's just a couple frame stuff here and there. Luke and JP got some stuff too to look into, but yeah.
Yeah, I am seeing. I'm looking at some of these now. Looks like it is mostly like bug changes and stuff. Yeah. I'm a Lily player. I've been a Lily main since release, for better or worse, and so I'm a little bit sad that Lily didn't get very much. But it is what it is at this point. I think we all know what we're getting into. But Huge's Mucus is back, and we're gonna be fighting against Jimmy. So we got to see these two characters before, but this is where it starts to get scary.
Yeah, this is where we get scared. Jimmy, oh my, okay, we're fast forwarding. Jimmy, the Marisa, we're gonna see kind of that pressure we talked about. You're in the corner, unhand me. You know, looking like one more guess, and you guess wrong. Failed the test.
Just going for the command grab, just for style points. I do truly appreciate that. But yeah, that was looking really fast. The classic Street Fighter speed up. It's like a signature Street Fighter thing now. Ever since 5, it's like, yeah, we're just gonna be used to it. Nice anti-air. I love that as an anti-air, but it's really hard to make work consistently. But you get that Oki.
We do, and we see now, even though, Jimmy's now burnt out though, this is where Mucus could really pop off and show you what the deal is. We're talking about this Aki, this pressure, we see this jab pressure, but Jimmy's saying, nope, step back. Still, you gotta find a way to keep Marisa in corner. Marisa's out. The beast is out.
Yeah, jumping over Aki's head is a terrible, terrible thing to try to deal with as Aki went for the... Oh, no, wait, that looked like it was a reset for a second. I don't even actually understand how that juggle worked right there, and I play Marisa. But regardless, okay, great combo to finish things off. That was one thing that we didn't get a chance to see in the previous match with Marisa, with those half-life combos, and after surviving through a burnout as well.
Yeah, no, that was where it gets really scary. You see the... Marisa, you give one opportunity to get out of the corner. You know, please, just let me out once, and you can die for that. Truly, we saw right there that juggle. We don't understand, but Jimmy's showing us something.
Yeah, both these characters are going to kind of have these similar moments, which we actually have seen them both have these like really dominant kind of rounds, or at least the start of the rounds. But the big thing is just the Marisa damage. I mean, damage is huge for both, but Marisa, it doesn't take anything special. It just takes like the raw stray hits.
Yeah, you get hit once or twice, and you're losing that round loss. We're seeing, but hey, Aki put some numbers down. We gotta talk about the other side here. Aki is a cannon as well with this damage, and we saw there just couldn't get away. Tried the best, but Jimmy could not get away from that.
Yeah, it's funny. Okay, exactly what I was about to talk about. Oh, did not delay the jump enough. You do get a safe jump off that, but the problem is the timing is perfect for a grounded opponent, so you got to delay just barely based on how they're standing. Nice! Stand medium kick, I think that was, just to kind of interrupt. Oh, no! Dash forward!
Ooh, big counter there. Gonna get in the corner for right now, but Maurice is gonna try to keep you in there. Boys is still on, but we're seeing that move. The stance is just so good. You cannot DI that. We're gonna learn that today.
Oh, and the drive rush, and it's just a low, just a tiny little poke. Sometimes it's all it takes. It's always scary, you know, after the drive rush, you're just like, all right, are they going for the command grab? And we've only seen like one reset into the command grab so far, which is just enough to make you fear it.
That's all you need is that one thing in the back of your head. You go, okay, now it's a mental stack. Stacks on top of it. We're seeing now the Marisa just throwing these haymakers out here. Just be like, hey, stay in there. Don't come too close. But now you can actually maybe convert this. Try to get a little bit more. You want level 3 before you cash out here, if you can.
Ooh, gets the little bit of the setup. I'm not sure if there was supposed to be one more hit right there or not, but didn't really get any Oki, and this is going to be it. Easy death. Boom, boom, and that is a quick 2-0. But honestly, it was weird. It was like a quick 2-0 where I felt like both sides were having like dominant moments back and forth. I feel like it's just a quick matchup.
Really? Well, yeah, I guess it is. We talked before about the Bison. It seems a similar thing. You can't get out of corner. You don't have a DP, a safe way out. We're just going to keep each other in corner, see what happens. And we saw it many times. You know, the grab was just so scary because you're not going to be able to DP it. You don't really want to jump it. And you just kind of eat that right there. We saw it twice, the 2-time. It's going to hurt. Yeah,
the mix into the command grab is so scary. It's one of the only command grabs really that like gives you like true Oki, like pretty easily, like pretty just kind of all purpose in the entire game. So you really fear Marisa once she gets her stuff going. Oki, such a big deal with her. And oh yeah, faking the safe jump right there was pretty sick too. Jimmy just looking really good, knowing all of the offensive options. I really do hope we get a chance to see Huge's Mucus again as well, though. They got hit a few too many times, and that is just getting hit like twice against Marisa.
Yeah, I think what's interesting to note too, unless I'm wrong, but I think at no point did Jimmy actually use any of the bar. It looked like, or the meter. It was just kind of there as like a hey, fear it, but I don't even need it right now because those. I don't think there's any meter usage really. It was just like. Just in case I had this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, true. Not a single. Yeah, was there like a single bar spent?
So.
Actually, no.
I don't think so.
Yeah. You didn't even need it, I guess. That's the Marisa power, right? As long as you have drive gauge, you're fine because you're gonna get the Half-Life combos into safe jump, and then you don't actually need the meter afterwards because you're gonna get the Half-Life combo again. So yeah, no, it's great to have as well. I mean, just having the defensive options of that meter is a huge deal, and also just being able to like have that level 2 locked and loaded to make every EX move that you have like that much more threatening. I think it's great, and you really don't need more damage. You've already got enough as Marisa.
Yeah, you don't need a rocket launcher if you already have the 2 pistols she's got for hands. So, I mean, she has a lot of damage. We've seen kind of what she can do. I'm excited to see more of Marisa. She's a cool character to watch. She's very scary. I'm happy to sit back here. We can sit in our safety of our homes and not have to worry about that. But getting held down and bumped in the noggin does not seem like a very good time. So I'm glad I get to watch it, but rather than participate.
Yeah, that is Street Fighter 6 in general. A lot of the time, it's a stressful game. You know, it's one of those games that you really have to be like on top of it 100% of the time when you're playing. If you're just like slightly off by even like half a second, it'll be like, oh, suddenly they hit me with a drive impact that I should have reacted to, or they hit me with like one jump in that I should have anti-aired, and then all of a sudden it's like you're in the corner and then they're looping stuff, and it's like, this is a hectic game. So sometimes I like watching it, you know, little bit easier on the heart, let's just say.
Yeah, no, especially with a big body like Marisa or Geef or I mean, I guess Lily to some extent, but it's just those situations where game starts, drive rush, unhand me. What's going on? Like, what? I'm dead. Like, if 2 or 3 of those, you're gone. It's over. We're seeing actually Manon, the third grapple I didn't even mention, is similar to that trait. But Jury is scary. She's fast.
Yes, and exactly like that, being able to whiff punish by drive rushing backwards. I think we see that a lot with Jury. Also, side note, EC actually used Manon, I believe, in bracket before, so this is definitely a matchup that they know, which is kind of rare.
That's some interesting knowledge. I think unless Hands knows that, Hands gonna end up in a situation where they don't realize, they're like, why are my tricks not working? It's more because he knows his character quite well. So you're gonna have to learn today about what you can do. And I don't know if Hands plays Jury, so you might be onto something here. It might be a very knowledge check, really.
I am pretty glad as well that we're still seeing Only Hands sign up with the name Stroke This and Only Hands. I think that there are hilarious names.
Devious one, truly.
Devious is a great way to put it. Nice the parry, and then Manon being such a parry monster. If you can land great parries, they give you the medal, they give you the damage if you've already got medals, everything about them, but that's going to be a nice reaction to the DI.
Great reaction, yeah, as you said. Now we're going to probably see potentially one more hit from Jury. You're probably going to get a crash out into level 3, I think, to some extent. If not, though, if Manon can find some more pokes here, but yeah, smartly enough, Izzy's just backing up, and there it is. It's probably going to be, oh, level 2, okay, hold on. Custom combo time.
Gotta flex, don't drop it. If you drop it now, oh no, you could have definitely killed. You had another bar. That was interesting. I feel like that went into a reset unnecessarily, but now look at this. Gets hit with the reset. This is death. This should be death. Just no, you just needed a command grab. Oh wait, no, there's only 2 medals. I don't even know if that was enough, but one more hit.
What? Oh my, there's no way you do that. After 2 misses, you go for, no, I gotta go for 3. I gotta go for the triple sweet. Wow, okay. Oh my goodness.
That was a lot of spaghetti in that. But, I mean, of course, like most Manon matches, if you go to a 3rd round, it starts to get better and better for Manon. But that was just a huge set of drops. I feel like both sides could have killed. Nice using level 1 to kind of get out of there. Going to get rid of some of that corner spacing. And Only Hands has to... Oh, try again!
Hey! Really doesn't want to go to corner here, saying, I'm not going there. I don't care what you do, I'm not going there. But now we're burned out. And he has a little bit of bar here. We're going to see a run-in drive impact. I think is really going to be seen here. But whoa! The legs! I mean, Hands is... Like, the name is... Sure, but we're seeing a lot of legs come out here. But uh-oh, this might be where it ends.
Yeah, assuming no drop. We've already seen a potential combo drop in the previous rounds. But finally makes it, like you said, a liar. Not Only Hands, only legs right now. Only legs, actually, in this match for sure. Manon versus Jury.
Yeah, there's a lot of, they do not skip leg day the way these ladies are playing, and they are, it is a very aggressive match. Usually you'd think you want to kind of keep the grappler away, but Izzy knows what the capabilities of Manon are, as you mentioned. So just running down and finding every opening that Izzy can.
Oh, nice parry. We actually saw that. I mean, we saw the beautiful perfect parry early from Only Hands, but now proving that they can turn it around as well. And we just haven't been able to see Only Hands stop a lot of these raw drive rushes, which obviously is very difficult to do against Jury, especially if your character doesn't have like the most amazing normals in the world. But there it is again.
Yeah, Jury, as they say, is that one of, people talk about DJ a lot with the drive rush, but Jury is just this. It's almost a quick turn away, and just the way she can get in there with the drive rush and do a medium punch, medium crouching punch into just a plethora of combos as well as a throw. And we're just seeing now just the hopscotch. She's playing over Manon's head. Manon, what will you do to answer this?
Oh, they both neutral jumped. I love that read from both of them, but Only Hands has to find a way out. Does not get punished for the drive impact, but does get put into burnout. And honestly, if you spend level 2 here, that is a guaranteed chip kill if Issy knows the combo. No, gonna raw level 3, almost unnecessary, but that should be enough to close it out by a huge amount.
I think Izzy learned from last time, doesn't want to let it go to around 3, because before they could have level 3 before the kill, but they were like, hey, I'll do some of them 2 flex a little bit. It didn't work out, so this time they're like, it's all business. I don't want to risk not getting top 8 today. We gotta just end this quickly. I don't want to. I don't want to continue this charade right now. We're I'm scared. I'm scared, really.
Yeah, it's you got to do. Also, Tyson saying in chat that the level 3 would have chip killed. I believe Tyson, because Tyson's a great player, but that is a lot of life. We'll see on the replay again just how much life it is. But like I said, I do trust. And I'm always the worst at judging chip kills. I remember we saw that chip kill. I think it was actually Tyson chip killing with like a hard Tatsu, and for like I feel like 15% life or something the other week. I don't know. Chip is just wild. But yeah, I do believe that that could have easily done enough.
Yeah, and we can see here. It just looks like a lot of the matchup was just Jury. I think that probably would have chipped. If not, it would have been really, really close. Then you could just do whatever. I mean, too, Izzy did throw away the little bar that they had, so I'm sure they're pretty confident that if they were just going to raw level 3 on block, it would have probably got through. So, in general, it looks like Izzy kind of had a bit of a handle on it. The Manon knowledge kind of playing through there, being like, okay, I know what I can get away with. I know how far I can push these leads. So it looked very, very dominant in that fashion, but no hate at all. Hands had some hands and legs too. Don't let every limit them.
Hands and legs. Was that our first match to get into top 8? It was. Okay, so that does mean that EC is going to be our first top 8 player, and that was the winner's side. So Only Hands still going to be in the bracket, looking really, really good today. For sure. I mean, EC's made top 8, I think, every week that they've entered. Only Hands have been right there as well. So just needs to make it through in the losers side. But we've also got Tyson and Zombie fighting for top 8. We've got Jimmy and TBD, I guess let's just say. And then Jewelman and Savage Locust, who I have not seen Savage Locust before, but Jewelman has certainly been playing in a lot of these.
Yeah, Jewelman is a very good player. Honda is a bit underrepresented in I'd say the broader pro scene, but Jewelman's definitely up there. Jewelman is definitely an exception to that rule, and Honda, it's cool. It's cool to see someone make Honda work like that.
Yeah, we had randomly kind of like a few Hondas when we started off over here, but Jewelman's been the one that's been really showing up, and we are missing, I think, a lot of the more like, I don't want to say like all of them, but some of the harder matchups I think that Honda has are not here today. The players for it that we've been seeing in the Breakout series. So that might be a big buff to Jewelman. Not that he hasn't made it happen even in the bad matchups, which you have to do if you're playing like even like a mid-tier character in any fighting game. But it could be one of those things where it's like, okay, this week, just a slightly easier path, and that's all you need.
That is true. Honda, yeah, the Honda definitely. We see. I do believe when Honda gets 1 or 2 more buffs, if that, or just a player with just generational Honda talent, the generational butt slams and headbutts that no one's ever seen before. If they get a good bracket path, I do think there's a way they can make a run, a godlike run there somewhere.
Yeah, and yeah, generational is true. Joe Man has been playing Honda for 6 million years, but again, I don't actually know who their opponent plays. Savage Locust,
Savage Locust. Oh, okay. I don't know either. From the name alone, who are you thinking? Who do you think off the top of your head? Just like,
I feel like maybe Cammy. That's going to be my call.
Cammy.
Maybe it's because it's something
Yeah, I
that
can see
flies,
that.
and I just when I visualize Cammy, I'm like, Cammy's a gnat, you know, just like
wanna say
flying
that,
all
yeah.
around you and biting you, and you're like, leave me alone.
I could see that. I could see that. I'll go wild here and throw it a wild. I think maybe like I want to say like a Luke maybe. You know, just something different. I don't know. I have a feeling. We could both be wrong here, but or maybe Kimberly. Ooh.
Yeah, Dexel saying Kim in chat, so I'm assuming Dexel actually knows. That's cool.
Oh.
We saw Kimberly do pretty well week 1, getting 3rd place, but then we haven't seen too much Kimberly after that. But I love watching Kimberly. You don't? Oh, you're just guessing. Okay, Dexel's just guessing. But I'm gonna keep talking about Kimberly. I I really like watching Kimberly, but I hate fighting Kimberly. That's definitely like that character for me, where it's like I do not ever want to fight you. I don't want to get reaction checked by gimmicks. I don't want to have to deal with you hitting level 3, even though it's not like the best character in the world. It's just one of those ones that it's like I'd rather watch them play because that's a lot more fun.
It's like it's same category for me for Jamie. Like I don't want to play against Jamie, but cool to watch. But I know they're not even good. That's the worst part. I lose to Jamie. I'm like I shouldn't.
Wow,
Geef.
We were super wrong. I was gonna throw that out there, but you know what? That is cool. And actually seeing the nerf Geef on day 1 of the nerf, that's a little bit of a rip, but still a shout out for continuing to play Geef.
Absolutely. I mean, the nerf wasn't too bad. I mean, we got people saying that it's the worst thing ever, but I don't think this is going to be too much of a change. At the end of the day, you know, Jewel Man is going to be sitting there close enough to you. It is a big body. Boy, you're not playing that foot on me. That wasn't down one more time. Good God. Oh, wait. SPD? No.
Ooh, the jump back. It's good that was in the neutral jump, which we see a lot, obviously, from Honda players. Ooh, does manage to get the hit once releasing the parry. But yeah, that neutral jump can be nasty in this matchup. I mean, obviously you can get anti-aired, but there's just a lot of things that Geef does that do not like neutral jumps.
Absolutely. And yeah, I think the only thing that we'll go back to what Shane was. I think in this matchup won't matter too much because Jewel Man's going to be getting close. Jewel Man does not want to be sitting too far away from you. It's 2 big bodies. That knee will not matter. These guys are getting close and physical.
Ooh, tried for the parry, but it didn't even matter if it was perfect parry or not. It's gonna be SPD after anyway. That's kind of scary though. You're gonna have to deal with that mix now every single time, and that's just a pure AA.
Okay, I like the Larry to sync it off of me here. You know, don't let Honda get all over you. Is kind of the play this matchup. And you can do that.
Oh, meaty overhead as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is just all the Jewel Man tech coming out all in a row. Oh, and gets rid of that level 3. This should be enough by a gigantic margin. Didn't even need to spend the bar. And good stuff. I mean, that was looking really back and forth, but that last round was all Jewel Man.
Absolutely, yeah. We're seeing the different ways that they're playing the game. It looked like for a second there. This classic in FBC in any fighting game. You don't know how to deal with this, I'm gonna keep doing it. The butt slams weren't dealt with correctly, so Jewel Man's like, all right, here's 3 more. And we're seeing now. It looks like maybe Savage is missing on some key details of what Honda does, and he's just eating a lot of damage for it.
A lot. That draw always looks like it's not going to work, but that's a great pickup. Now match point for Jewel Man. Again, this is a match to get into top 8, still first to 2. We gotta see Savage Locust get a lot more of those like really good defensive reads, because that's honestly where they've been fighting a lot of SPDs.
Absolutely. I honestly want to say I'm no Zangief player here, but I do think maybe throwing Larry at neutral might not be terrible, because you're not going to get poked by any projectiles from Jewel Man. So maybe it's the play here, but wow, good job to avoid that. Oh, incorrect guess after the parry there. Gonna eat so much for this.
Boom. What's the mix? Okay, just went for a little bit of a check. Oh, this should be enough. Da-da-da, and boom. Just was not able to get out of that corner. Savage Locust had, I mean, they had a really good showing for a bit, but then they just weren't able to, I guess, find any more SPDs. They were completely shut out for, I would say, the last 2, actually just the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, the SPD pool had run dry. The well was no longer being dipped into, and they just could not land a way in there. But the first round was a bit closer. It looked like they were understanding the matchup, both respecting the situation, but it looked like Jewel Man just figured out, you know what, you don't want to deal with some of these moves. I'm just going to keep doing them.
Yeah, and the pressure was really kind of what did it, especially too, kind of changing up the way that Joe Madden was pressuring. Like the butt slams were getting punished pretty well. There were a little bit more, like, I think, obvious, like, kind of like headbutts and stuff, just like weird little things that were getting parried, and that was what was leading to a lot of the damage. But once the pressure changed, it was just a lot more normals, right? Like you can see, like a lot of the Oki options were like just like right there, like just walk up, crouching leg kick, or just a walk up into just a normal, slight delayed normal to stop the perfect parry. And once you start doing that, then the normals from Geef just had a little bit more trouble when you couldn't try the perfect parries, you couldn't try the reverse SPDs, and it was working out for Joe Man.
Absolutely, yeah. That is where it gets scary. You know, Keith does struggle a little bit sometimes with certain characters. I love that, by the way. You know, he struggles a little bit with certain matchups, just having better poke. And it looks like Honda just you know, if you keep outside of that Geef range, keep just outside of his range and his moves, you can get a pretty good outcome most of the time. And Geef has to work a little harder to get that much closer to you.
Yeah, it's kind of a classic. I don't know. I kind of feel like in a lot of Street Fighter games, obviously they're not exactly the same, and some of them are even not even close. But the kind of like charge characters like Blanca and Honda have, and oftentimes Balrog as well, have like these like very similar type of matchups. It's just like the archetype, right? It's like the big brawlers versus like the charge characters that have like traveling attacks, and it can be really tough for these big brawlers. Kind of famously, I would say, over the course of kind of the history of all Street Fighters. But a lot of it is just because you control that sort of mid-range, whether it be with headbutt or whether it be with Blanca Ball, or just having good normals, which the charge characters tend to do. And if you're not able to get things going with Geef, or, you know, Street Fighter 4 T-Hawk, or old, I don't know, there's a million different things, you don't get the opportunity to ever make it in. It's just a mid-range game that's controlled by the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those are where it gets scary. If you don't let Geef get in, and Geef cannot find a way into your situation. But once they get rolling, as you said, it is that kind of situation where it just keeps going back in. Like once they get 2 or 3 grabs in your corner, the round ends. You know, you're like, I have to get so scared. It's so scary now because one bad read, I'm eating a third of my HP almost.
Yeah, and honestly, it was still a good showing. It was just,
Yeah,
you just can't get out of the corner sometimes. Without a doubt, well, actually, let me think if that's true. I think I'm going to commit to that. I'm probably going to get blown up for saying it, but I feel like Street Fighter 6 is the hardest Street Fighter to get out of the corner in. At least maybe of like the mainline popular games. It is so hard to get out of the corner, and that's why we see, I think, some of the more consistent characters having the better defensive options. But with Drive Rush and throw loops and the ability to, well, I guess it is Drive Rush as well, the ability to kind of like check you with like Drive Impact and stuff, in the corner you just have a million things on your mind, and any single wrong one is just terrible risk reward for you.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of scary matchups in this game, and I can agree to an extent about the hardest. I haven't played the older games, so I'm always on the fence about having an opinion because I haven't played the older ones. It's my first Street Fighter, so I don't want to, I don't want someone to, history check me and be like, oh, actually, you didn't, what's the frame on? I don't know, man. So like, I keep I'm on the, I don't want to fence it, but I do because I don't have the information on what the other side is like. So I can agree because it's the hardest I've known, but I do think there is something to be said about the amount of people that try this game who might play older games better, might want to try the other ones better because it is really hard with Drive Impact. There's a lot of pressure in general. You can feel like, sometimes you get a skill check, you're getting knowledge check, and you're like, oh God, what do I do? So.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, even people who played older Street Fighters, 90% of my knowledge is just forgotten at this point. But just things to think about. I don't know. I love all the Street Fighters. Also, Tyson asked, why do we have a Mimic as a commentator? It's because I'm sick today, and I have a whole bunch of stuff unpacked behind me because I just got home from traveling. So I decided to use my Mimic avatar for no reason. But it was fun. Somebody else did it on Tekken, I think. Somebody, I don't remember who it was. Production, tell me who it was. One of the casters on Tekken did that. But also, I wanted to wear the Fatal Fury hat, and hopefully we get to see a Terry. Still, if we don't get to see a Terry, I'll be sad.
Yeah. Maybe there's a chance. I will say we do have potentially the next match maybe of the Tyson versus Zombie might be coming up soon.
Oh yeah. I was just asking if somebody else used the VTuber on Tekken, right? Right, Stars? Miasma. Oh yeah, Boss Sauce already said it. All right. You're just interrupting the Snap Stars. Get out of here. I'm just kidding. All right. Matchup is here. So yes, this does look like this is gonna be Tyson versus Zombie, which 2 weeks ago I learned it's pronounced Tyson, like the chicken. So we're gonna see Zombie with the Blanca, and we've seen a good amount of Blanca, but mostly from Ruffian, who's not here. So this could be the Blanca for this week.
That is true. Zombie saying, I might be dead, but this run is still very much alive, and Ruffian's not here to take my place, so I'm gonna show you what's up. And we're seeing now the pressure that Blanca can have in these matches for these characters who want to play a little bit slower. Tyson's like, hey, I got a fireball. I'd like to maybe use my moves, but Blanca just throws the chessboard sometimes. Get out of here with that.
Really good anti-air so far. Just trying to control this speed. Zombie, a much, I would say, faster and more aggressive player than Ruffian of this character. And you can see right there, willing to like burn out, willing to kind of go the entire distance. And I mean, did a great job that round. But really, if you can hold fast against that type of pressure, that's when you get your really big, huge comeback opportunity. Tyson, though, going to be the one on the offense this time.
Absolutely, and we're seeing, how we'll walk it out of corner. It looks like Blanca's going to find a way to jump out there and push it back to neutral a little bit, but Tyson not letting him go. We'll go back to the other corner then. Okay, you want to go this one? We'll go to the other one. Just these great block streaks right now, forcing him kind of just to respond to, but finds one way in Zombie, getting a huge chunk of damage there.
I felt like that was almost a genius decision, going for the drive rush into the DP to try to beat the Rainbow Ball, but unfortunately the Rainbow Ball won, and now we're in this situation. We're burnt out with Tyson. We're going to see a lot of damage. There's 3 bars, so we're just going to go straight into it, and I'm never good at guessing whether this is enough or not, especially with Blanca combos. They're weird.
Blanca combos are weird. We got the... Oh! It's enough, though. Looks like we gambled high. The Blanca Ball was enough. Maybe that small... little Blanca Ball mid combo might have been just that teetering point to get that win, but that is game 1 for Zombie.
Very fast game 1, just out of the gate. We really need to see Tyson either try to play more aggressive or really get down these offensive patterns and like play better defense. Right now we're seeing aggression as the option. We're gonna go for 1 throw and nice just little overhead just to check, but so hard to stop the Rainbow Ball. You're like, is it gonna land on me? Is it gonna go behind me? Is it gonna go in front of me? Never know.
You never know. They got the 3 different strengths too, so we can go different directions. But right now, looks like Tyson's got a read kind of on the gameplay. Oh my goodness, his damage crazy. But Zombie's got you in the corner. What will you do, Tyson? How will you respond?
Pressing buttons, it looks like. Ooh, went for the parry on the DI. Didn't get the perfect parry though. That would have maybe been it. They decided to spend some bar, so they still got to get out of this corner. Oh, the double jump. So things are just going weird now. We're going a little bit into spaghetti territory.
Yeah, Zombie is hopping around, but wake up, OD, Blanca Ball. The grab! Who does that?
Oh, the first time. You've got to save your gimmicks for the perfect moments, and that was a perfect moment. We are looking at 3 rounds straight for Zombie at the moment. Tyson, like I mentioned, getting 2nd place, then 3rd place in a row, is looking to potentially go to losers a little bit early this week, but has an opportunity. Oh, except for getting hit by those deep Blanca or Rainbow Balls is tough. It's a lot of damage.
Zombie has just been calling all these options here. This might potentially be this might be it. I don't want to guess. I don't want to say will it kill here, but this might be. I can't guess.
No.
No, you don't think so?
I'm gonna say no this time. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That was a lot, but it's still a really tough to come back for situation. Zombie basically working on a perfect here, and I mean you've got to try something. You do have full meter. That's gonna be the one big advantage, and hitting that overhead. That's a first start, and going straight into that level 3.
You have to, of course. You don't want to go for one more loop. Maybe burn yourself up because Blanca Ball. So you gotta try to make something magical happen here. But Blanca is a tricky character. Does Tyson have a read? Maybe. What's gonna happen? Goes for a little bit of pressure there, but doesn't want to commit too hard. Zombie, can he find one more hit, or will Tyson take it down? The throw.
Oh, that's a great start. It's a great start. Oh, this is so scary, but just the crouching medium punch is enough to scoop up the normal. The comeback was getting close. I think one more hit, especially in that corner, one more grab or something was going to put it into a guess for game situation, but just needed to find that last hit and was not able to. It's really hard to pressure Blanca. You've got to worry about so many different things. Even going for a grab right there, we could have seen like a jump back EX air ball, or you got to worry about the up ball. You got to worry about any sort of gimmicks, just the normals being amazing, which is of course in the end what actually took it. But it did look like Tyson finally found some footing just a little bit too late within that set. So again, going back down to losers, not out of it yet, but that is pretty early, all things considered. Tyson's been killing it lately.
Absolutely. It just looked like it, and I've seen Tyson do really well against Ruffian before, actually, so it might have just been a different pace of Blanca.
Yeah.
And it looked like Zombie just had these reads. I mean, that OD grab is a risk, right? One DP from Ryu, one backset, one jump, and you're dead there, but just the confidence of, I know you're going to hold this, because if you don't, I'm dead, so I'm risking everything.
Yeah, without a doubt, you're right. The pacing between Zombie and Ruffian are super different. Ruffian is a much slower paced Blanca. Obviously, in situations where like you kind of go like loop Oki and loop Mix, you become much faster. But a lot of the strategy of Ruffian is to like play slow, wait for moments, especially throughout the Blanca Chandals, which is a huge part of the Ruffian game plan. Goes for a lot of grabs, goes for a lot of safe options, a lot of baits. Just plays a much safer game. I mean, as safe as you could be playing Blanca. But on the other side, Zombie is like an all or nothing player. It seems like so. Tags Ocho, not 8. Okay. We're learning things. Chat. Please always tell us stuff like that. That is my favorite thing in the world. But yeah, basically the pacing is super different between those two players. I think Tyson's got to kind of like change gears before they fight again.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you gotta adapt. That's the what we love about fighting games. There's always an uphill grind, always a new way to learn to play, to adapt to these situations you're being put in. So Tyson will have to work on what we're gonna be up against next. And obviously Zombie got a win, so now it's kind of like, okay, it worked. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. So that's kind of what the outcome is when you get to these levels of gameplay. It's not about just winning or losing. It's like, if I win, I'll keep doing my thing. If I lose, okay, now I go back to the drawing board. What didn't work? What did? I gotta find a new way around what you're doing.
Well, there's a chance for that, of course, a little bit later in the bracket. But for now, that does mean that we have our first 3 members of the top 8 on the winner's side decided. It's going to be Zombie that we just saw, EC we saw earlier, and then in between those 2 matches, it was Jewel Man. On the bottom, Only Hands did get eliminated, which is a shame. I really like watching Only Hands, but they were eliminated by a very easy name to say, KTG. I'm going to say the full thing every single time. We've got Savage Locust as well in the losers bracket, which we saw with the Geef earlier. We've got Tyson, who we just saw, also sitting in the losers bracket, and then a few more matches that have to be decided. But I do expect that next up we're going to have Jimmy going up against Ocho, which we just saw Jimmy play an incredible match. We got to see them really just like run it down, but I don't know who Ocho plays, so we'll see how that matchup ends up going.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what Ocho does. So that'll be interesting. I mean, Marisa, that's the one advantage you get going in here. It's Rashid. Ooh. Okay. I think this is the one character I'd say that's pretty good against Grappa. It's very hard to hold Rashid down. That's what Marisa wants, and Rashid is saying no, not today, milady. Well, Marisa, gotta watch out so far. Oh no.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe today, at least for the start of this. Great parry, though. A really, really good option against that safe jump that's super common after that knockdown, the DT motion move, which I'm blanking on the name of right now. But yeah, this is going to be really tough. Having to find your way through the projectiles that Rashid throws that are just so much better against tall characters and characters that happen to be brawlers, which currently does not seem to be an issue for Jimmy. But in the rest of this set, that is going to be a kind of main point of contention for exactly like that.
Yeah, it's going to be the way out, but again, the one thing about Rashid is keeping you kind of guessing where you're going to jump into. But if you're so close, that jumps don't really matter. You can't really do the fireball. This looks like it might be it right here. Oh, goodness, what a cleanup. But Ocho's got this. I believe in the Ocho play here.
Yeah, they've been hitting things. They just haven't been able to get the full conversions off of them yet. And the Oki from Rashid can be great. So many good knockdown options, great damage as well. But so far, it's just been Jimmy. I mean, we saw that beautiful punch with the crouching medium punch, just able to play that neutral so well. Finally, we're going to see one of these DP hit, and the potential zoning game starting again.
Yeah, Jimmy's catching Ocho right now, trying to get away. These defensive options are not the right ones, and Jimmy's getting so much damage right there. You see the fireball. Not today, buddy boy. Hold this damage. This might be it. No, doesn't want to cash out there. But Ocho made a good guess. Just not quite what we needed right there, and gets eliminated for that round.
And one thing that I've seen is in guaranteeing kills twice in a row now. We've seen Jimmy go for the phalanx into the command grab. I wonder if that's the optimal meter build. If anybody in chat knows, I just really like chat, I think. But nice, uses the parry to get out of that corner, and that should wall just barely. Cool little pickup.
I like that. We're getting some start here, Ocho. This is where, the first period might be the end of his turn, but no! Punish got a grab. I see you doing level 2 by Rashid. This is what everyone fears. Didn't get changes patch, but wow! The grab. Whoa, we're setting it back. Oh, it stopped!
Oh my goodness, what an option. 2 great options in a row. I can't actually believe that, but still, Ocho is going to continue with the pressure, and that should be an A combo. No, misses the pickup because that's happened to me so many times. You go backwards, and unfortunately now they're going to be taking a lot of damage. They got the best Oki possible with the overhead ender. That should be enough, and that is going to be a 2-0 for Jimmy.
Absolutely, we started that with the unhand me, we ended with unhand me. Rashid crying out the stream chat cannot help him. It was a 1v1 and he wasn't prepared with all the tools he needed for that one. Yeah, Ocho, great showing, but it looks like Jimmy just had a way to maul right there. Just no fireballs for you, no level 2 for you. Just every tool that Rashid was throwing out everything in the toolbox, and surprisingly, Marisa was a handyman. So, just blocking everything you had.
Yeah, honestly, the moment that Ocho really like found their footing, it was really good looking. But then use level 2, and the reads defensively were 100%. They were 1000% from Jimmy. The back throw, there was an attempt to bait something right there, and then just wait for the defensive back throw, like catching a drive rush or something like that, and then waiting, and then using meter for a super to go through when it went back towards Marisa the second time. So we might see that on replay, but that was just an incredible level of defensive choices coming from Jimmy, but the pressure was looking great from Ocho in that situation. So if we just got a chance to see that a few more times, maybe one where like one of the mix-ups didn't quite work, that would have been an entirely different set. But we can see right here kind of where things started. That one was my favorite moment, the bounce off of the parry.
That was crazy. Then we saw kind of how Jimmy was able to just maintain this lead here, and then the grab. Oh, that damage is disgusting right there. Just so scared that I don't know if that's a safe jump setup. I think it might be, but the jump up there into the grab, if you're caught, lacking there, you're not jumping in the air, you're getting grabbed, you get slammed to the ground.
Yeah, and also big thank you to Zombie for saying that command grab is the most optimal meter builder. I did not know that, but now I do. It's also the coolest way to kill somebody. So that is double optimal. You do you do damage because you're getting more resources, and you do damage because you get to watch your opponent and grab them and break their arm and be like, hey, I'm a grappler, be afraid. So shout outs to that information.
That's where Marisa gets scary as a grapple. We think we've seen it before. We saw it on all the matches, I think, of Marisa so far. At least a couple of those came through and just absolutely just to the ground. It a lot of damage. It gets in your head too. You get hit by that, you go, okay, I don't want that to happen again. But then it happens again. You're like, okay, no, I need to get out of this. But it's one of those command grabs are scary. Always have to fear and respect them.
Yeah, one of the scariest. Like I said, I believe, and again, I could be wrong on this, I believe it's the only command grab that gives you like good, solid, kind of like normal Oki 100% of the time. But I could very much be wrong on that. But it does give you great Oki, is kind of the takeaway from that. But that does mean that we are going to be seeing Jimmy move forward into that top 8, try to take their first tournament victory after, I believe, getting second last week when I was out traveling. And a few more of our players still in it, like, for example, Ocho, who I think had a great showing when they had the opportunity to start their offense. They're still one match away from top 8 in the losers side. Like I said, only hands, unfortunately, going down. And Dexel, unfortunately because they would have played Terry, unfortunately going down before the top 8. So I appreciate the offer. Somebody's got to play Terry, but I don't know if we're going to see it, because honestly, at this point, I think we've seen most of the people that are in top 8. There's still a chance. There's still definitely a chance.
That there is a chance, and our next match actually is going to be interesting. We're heading into another match with Izzy and Zombie. That's going to be very interesting to see. Actually, Zombie, we get to see this aggressive Blanca again, and Izzy aggressive Jury. So we're going to see kind of who is going to be playing defense or offense this game.
Yeah, this is well, honestly, I feel like we're going to see Zombie play offense no matter what, just based on their play style. But it can be really tough. There are so many really strong defensive options that come out of Jury, whether it just be her normals or obviously having like somewhat of a DP, great anti-airs, or the fact that she's just so freaking fast, man. It's so hard to like lock her down. And I feel like this is going to be a very fast match, one way or another. I think neither of these players play their characters in super defensive styles, which both have the opportunity to. You can certainly play Jury a bunch of different ways. You can play a little bit more turtley, a little bit more neutral focus. You can play a little bit more aggressive. All of them work. Just depends on the situation and the opponent. Same thing with Blanca. You can play like a turtley Blanca. You can wait. You can try to get people to make moves that they don't really want to, make them get out of position, or you can just send it. And honestly, from seeing Zombie versus Tyson, I think it's going to be a just send it.
Absolutely. I think it's a run it down and so you push the other person in corner first. That's where we're gonna see these matchups. I think Blanca and Jury are very scary in corner. They both have a lot of combos and ways to kind of keep you there. So I think whoever gets to the person in corner first is gonna have a big advantage. And you know, they both have level 2 installs. So whoever kind of forces the person there is gonna be in a really good spot.
Yeah, one thing I will say though, EC, which I still feel like I'm saying that wrong slightly, but they are not really too much of an install user, which I think is like one of the swaggiest things about Jury. So I'm a little bit sad to see that, but they're very, very good at using level 3s. They have an extremely good, I guess, track record of reversal level 3s or just defensive level 3s, which is surprising. That's not really something you see out of Juries a lot, but
yeah.
It's been kind of their go-to a whole lot of the time. They use some pretty good defensive level 1s in a somewhat similar way, but the level 2 stuff has not really been their go-to, at least so far that I've seen. They do know the combos. I've seen the combos. We saw the reset earlier, actually, out of the combo, but I think they just like the level 3. So we'll see how much they actually want to do it. Same thing actually with Zombie. I'm not sure how much Zombie wants to use the level 2, which we see a ton from Ruffian and most Blancas. But in the last set, they used a lot of level 3s and not too much else.
No, yeah, they really, which is interesting, I think, actually, because usually you expect Blanca to be maybe Jury, you don't need to essentially, you know, level 3 to combo, but you do see a lot of Blanca being like, okay, we're level 2ing. That is my thing. So seeing a Blanca level 2 to kill twice is interesting. I don't know if that's maybe a match dependent thing or just wanting to close it out, seeing the opportunity. Okay, you know, I have 3 bars. I might as well use it like that. I don't really want to wait and then do level 2, level 1 later, drag it out. So maybe it might be a matchup thing. Well, I guess we'll have to see how they play this one. I think that will be a big eye opener.
Yeah, also, I mean, I think last time that we saw Zombie, they didn't level 2 as much. They were going up against Ryu, who does have some pretty good reversal options, some very good reversal options. And we saw a few of those hit. Tyson really showed in that set that they can like make the reads defensively, and you really don't want to like waste your level 2 by trying to do some level 2 on block stuff and then getting DP'd on a good read, and you're like, I just wasted a bunch of meters. So that might have been part of what kind of led to that. And then Jury as well is going to have some same options, especially if they have meter themselves. So yeah, just like you said, we'll actually have to see who is going to be more aggressive and who's going to be more defensive. But also, our other matches up in the winner's side, of course, is going to be Jimmy versus Jewel Man, so the JJ match, which is cool. That's going to be a really high damaging match. I think we might be looking at that one after this one, but Honda versus Marisa, that's just going to be a straight up brawl as well. Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of moves thrown out. I mean, I guess both of them would be very good. They're obviously both of them are very, very good at spacing. They've learned how to do that well. They've have to survive, you know. So we'll see what happens. But we're gonna hop into this one with Zombie versus Izzy here.
Well, I'll tell you who's on the offense already, which is Izzy, and immediately they get out. We've seen a really good Rainbow Ball usage from Zombie the entire day so far. Unfortunately, not going to get the opportunity. Ooh, big drop, but they try to go for the punish, and they still get the cancel into the projectile just to make it a little safer.
Izzy given the toes right now. I don't know if Izzy is able to just find these options here, but Zombie saying, hold up, pause the momentum for a second. Drivers, that would have been crazy, but Izzy able to close it on out there. Here goes round 1.
A lot of really confident jumps coming out from Easy. There are so many good anti-airs from Blanca for every angle, but Jury, pretty annoying, got the dive kick, got the jump heavy punch that is being used a lot right now as I'm saying it, to make the anti-airs a little bit more difficult. And look at that, making the EX up a ball whiff as well, and now we going for the install just to prove me wrong, and I love to see it. Are we gonna get a reset?
Yeah, this is where it gets scary, and we're seeing now, one more opening there, and Zombie's looking a little bit scared here. The try came back to reset, and the perfect. You did not have to do that.
Did not have to do it, but It was a statement. That was great, great stuff. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a reset within the level 2, but it didn't even matter because the pressure just continued. And so Easy taking an easy first game. Finally, we're starting to see a few more of these anti-airs hit. There's just so many options for Blanca. You got to find the right ones against this weird aerial, I don't know, play style.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing, Easy's making it look easy right now with this this neutral they're playing. Uh-oh, I might have just cursed it. You're burnt out against Blanca. Here comes the funny setups. This is Blanca Chan's gonna go crazy on you here. This might be a, oh, that is it. Oh my, that realm went really fast.
Yeah, that was it for sure. Didn't even spend bar. Could have spent bar there as well, but that was just if you get hit by, I mean, that wasn't even a light. That was like a stand medium kick meaty into the like electricity into the full combo. And we're gonna see another option here. Are we gonna see a setup into the doll? No, we're just gonna see the Oki. Again, not really prioritizing doll Oki here from Zombie. Just trying to go for normal stuff.
Yeah, I think the ways on the air grab, that's a they both have air grabs. These characters have a lot of similarities actually, if you think about it. And the way they're playing it, it feels like it's almost not a mirror per se, but the way they have these aggression moments is just, God, how do you get out of this? Oh, and you do that. Okay, talk to him, I guess.
I did not know that Blanca had an air grab. Am I an idiot? How did I not know that? That's crazy. Well, I mean, came into play here. They really showed me.
Blanca has all the funny tools in the game. He definitely has some funny little guys there, and he definitely can make you look a little silly. But you know, Zombie's locked in. This is all business right now. We're seeing a little 3 on both sides. We'll see if he wants to catch out. Or we see level 2. Oh, there it is, level 2 coming out.
Oh, finally. I like that they both got an opportunity to show their skill with the install. We're going to immediately set up the doll and just a little bit left. Oh, but nice projectile, using it kind of as like a footsies tool. And there's a lot of whips going on, but not a lot of punishing.
Absolutely, yeah. Ooh! As you just said that, a big whiff, particularly as you prepare. That's kind of what's going to happen there. But ooh, we're getting hit now. This is where the grab boost might start. No, just able to put a ton of pressure here. And oh, you can't jump today. This is where it gets scary now. Oh, the wrong guess. You're playing a gambling game, it feels like. And the foot to the face.
Oh, my goodness. That's like a forward roundhouse to beat straight ball. And that is, of course, top 8. This is our first match of top 8, so it is going to be a first 2, 3. But wow, yeah, that was a really nice way to both get out of the corner and then kind of hold Zombie in that corner.
Absolutely, and yeah, as you see the roundhouse, just keep check it up. After all that pressure, you're thinking, is it my turn? Can I play now? Jury's saying, nope, not yet, little bro. You gotta wait a little bit longer. So Zombie, a little impatience there is going to be the end of that one, but really good pace right now. We see Zombie wants to kind of play the game plan, but unfortunately, Jury's just kind of stopping it at every point that they can.
I like this, finally baiting one of the parries. We haven't seen too many empty jump throws work out today so far, but a lot of people trying the parries. Oh no, the wake up parry puts them in a burnout, and that is just barely in time for the stun. With no drop, this is easily enough, and they don't even need to finish that combo. So Zombie getting on the board just slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where it gets scared. Blanca hits you with DI. It's kind of sometimes you go next. Blanca Chan's there to do this damage. It's one thing that hasn't changed since the season. He still does a lot of damage in corner. Zombie is a very good Blanca, but Easy is finding these ways to keep putting Zombie in the corner. And you know, even when Easy isn't, they're working towards you put you in corner.
I really like the parries that we're starting to see out of Zombie. It's one of the only options that's going to catch all these options, but we're going to start seeing empty jump throw almost certainly. I think coming out of Easy, if it even gets to that point right now, they're just rushing it down.
Yeah, the layers, we get to that point of the prepare, but oh my god, Easy. Ooh, he's burnt out though, but I don't think you want to cash out fully. Maybe? Yeah, you know what? Hey, no time's been better. You're cashing out here. We're going to see what happens. The ball's pretty low. And Jury could go for burnout as well, too. Easy could go for some burnout activity, too.
That seems like a ridiculously huge risk. I would be very scared to do that. I mean, you are in burnout. You've got the opportunity to like make this comeback, but oh, chip. And now look at that. Gonna have to go back in with no meter while Easy is able to hold on to 2 bars. So could immediately go into level 2 for the install. Just like one conversion is gonna lead into a terrible situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe you might want to, maybe impatience, maybe just, you know, just you feel like you're down and out and about. You got to find a way out there, but didn't need necessarily that round. Maybe some information grabbing would have been a bit smarter there. But now Easy's in the corner. Is this where Zombie's able to turn it around here? Oh no, he's out of the corner.
Oh no, jump heavy punch is landing so many times. It's like we need a count. Next easy set, I'm gonna need chat to help me count all the jump heavy punches, but they're just landing over and over. We are seeing Zombie really not like just accept the pressure from that.
Yeah, it looks like this might be it. We'll talk about the match for this ends. Maybe cinematic. I don't know. I think this might be it. I don't want to be the doomer. I don't want to be doomer. Is it? Ooh, it is. It is.
I was not going to guess that one either. That was, I think that might have been a little bit close. I don't know. I don't know why. I still, after a year of playing this game, I do not have a good grasp on how much damage supers do. It's the weirdest thing. It's the only game that's like that. But this game, I'm always like, I don't know if this is going to scale to nothing or it's going to do half their life.
I same way. I have played a lot of characters. I've got quite a lot to masters, but still sometimes I get hit by something. I've been hit by 100 times. I'm like, does it kill? Am I dead? We full HP. Am I dead? I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Play a bunch of characters, still don't know their damage. But good set. Great set. We got to see both of them pop off with their installs, which was cool to see. Cool. But it really was aggressive from both sides. And honestly, the biggest thing, I gotta say it, I keep saying it, was this. The jump heavy punch was so hard to deal with. That jury, long leg of the law that just, it's like a dive kick, basically. Yeah. It just makes the jump connect so much faster than you'd ever imagine. Sometimes it changes the crosser properties, but it's just there was no answer. There was no answer in the end from Zombie, and unfortunately, that just led to so much pressure.
And as you mentioned too, Jury does have a dive kick as well. So you have the heavy punch and also a little dive kick. So it's just on top of that pressure that builds up. And I think the biggest takeaway from here, honestly, from Zombie was they're great at aggression. They showed it with Tyson, but it looked like when they were put in the hot seat of dealing with the pressure, they just want to take their turn back. And that impatience, I think it sometimes caught them in some bad positions.
Yeah, just a reminder for the chat, it is first to 3 the entirety of top 8, so that was a quick 3-0, but again, it was one of those quick 3-0s where it's not like, oh, that was like one-sided. It was just like, wow, they just both sent it, They're not trying to sit here. They're here for a good time, not a long time, it's win fast, lose fast, go home, order some Chinese food. That's what I'm going to do. But I mean, that's going to mean that we are seeing Easy with also a player that has been doing very, very well. Top 8, I think, every time that they've entered, move forward to be our first player in the winners finals side, where, again, we're going to have a guaranteed new champion. Ruffian is just too goated, but not goated enough to beat Father Time, and I think registered a little bit late. So I would love to see Ruffian there. We're going to have to wait another week to see that back. But I do think we're going to be moving into our next match, which is going to be Joelman and Jimmy.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. The big smacks here, the big moves. And we're seeing Jimmy start off with a right hook, left hook, good nights, all the way to corner. And now how we respond, Joelman? How we respond to this pressure?
Just wait. It looks like. All right, gets thrown. All right, good throw tech. Now gets an opportunity, but just barely out of range of the drive rush and the stand medium punch. So I like it. This is interesting from Jimmy. Whoa, just backed up so far. That should be it, I think. Oh no, I think it could have been it with the connection of that forward roundhouse, but it was not going to connect.
That's what you're mentioning. The backup actually might have been the precursor to what happened there. Just too far ahead, but it doesn't matter. Jimmy gonna swing through and fall with that punch.
Yeah, there are a lot of options that Marisa has against either like Blanca Ball or Headbutt or Butt Slam because of the parry. Even if they do it short to make you whiff or try to land in front of you with Butt Slam, you just kind of OS into the command grab. So there are some really good options. I think Joelman knows that, of course, having played Honda 7,000 bajillion times. So they're just going to play a little bit more of an honest approach. But the Butt Slam, again, getting countered.
Absolutely, and we're seeing Joelman struggling to do what they did before. You got to fight Keith, kind of the bigger body of Marisa there. But this might be actually what we said. Finally, the bar. Starting my words, the bar is used by Jimmy here. We've been waiting for it. We decided to see it. Now we just see it. They got that first game.
Honestly, Jimmy should have just gone for another hit and not spent the bar, and we could have played how long will it be until Jimmy uses a meter. But that one, for sure, there was no way to kill, I think, without the bar, at least one bar, and they managed to get it. You do not want to take any risks against somebody like Joelman.
No, especially Honda in general is a concept. Joelman is a player. You don't want to be risk anything. But oh, we're seeing now Jimmy is so good at keeping the situation where you want to just DI and you're thinking, I'm just going to DI. But at least has these options Jimmy's using to get away from that DI. You can't just simply do it. Jewel Man, keep the pressure going.
This is a terrible situation. Getting burnt out in the corner against Honda is one of the toughest spots that you can be in. But finally, they're going to spin the bar immediately as they get out of burnout. And now it's going to be Jimmy that holds onto this corner. And they just burn themselves out again. Oh, no. Try to go for an anti-air option, something with the EX up punch, but didn't work out. So 2 burnouts is all it takes. Just let Jimmy burn themselves out, I guess.
Oh. That did work out there, but now we're seeing Jimmy up to another really strong start with that grab. Get in your head, Jewel Man, stay aware, stay awoke here. But oh, here comes the big knees and another one all the way to the corner. Just from mid-stage, it's crazy on Marisa. This corner carry's going good. Oh,
no.
Unhand me, please.
I think that was EX headbutt, right? I saw the startup of an EX move, so I think it was just grabbed out of it. And that was just reads on reads on reads. But here we go. Conversion off of the EX uppercut anti-air. And now you're in the corner. You've got to get out. But it's so difficult against Marisa.
That is the name of the game. We seen it before. We saw it last time that Marisa was on stage. You see it pretty much every time. Oh, you do not have those. You do not have them. Really? Really?
Oh no, that's gonna be game 2 with the final hit KO. Jimmy clearly has a ton of knowledge in this matchup. I gotta say, they've been countering every option that Jewel Man has used to try and get out of situations. There we go. I like that. Whiffing the air normal just in case they do the air to air as an anti-air, which is pretty common for Marisa, but then also making it whiff so that they can punish the parry.
Absolutely. The knowledge coming through. Even small, minute situations like that, these interactions with the Honda. So it looks like Jimmy studied this well. I don't think Jewel Man could say the same just yet. It looks like some situations they're like, what's going on? But Jimmy is just making these look like Marisa's going to win this.
I mean, with 2 games straight, it definitely is looking that way. Okay, what are you going to do as far as conversion? Okay, no meter, just going for the Oki this time around. Spending meter, maybe could have gotten the forward main punch, it doesn't even matter. The side switch Oki is not going to come into play there. Jimmy on match point.
I think the big thing is you know, we all, as people, you know, play Marisa every other day, but you get hit by these butt slams, you go, I gotta hold this, but Marisa doesn't have to. That first hit armor through the moves can just power through and punch him out of the air.
Drive rush into command grab. Just a forward dash. Wow, forward dash into perfect parry on a delayed jab. I don't think it was perfect meaty, so just a really good read.
Very, very good. And I'm not counting Jewel Man out here. It's just, wow! That was smart. I like that. How he light headbutt into the DI. Counter DI reaction there. And maybe trying to not spin too much far here. Maybe level 1. Oh, doesn't even need it. Smart by Jewel Man. Save it.
Yeah, those when you have the buff, the damage is ridiculous. But yeah, that's why, I mean, the DI read on the headbutt was good, but it's a little bit slow sometimes. Parry would have worked right there, the phalanx, whatever it's called. That exactly. Wow, blocks the overhead, doesn't do anything.
Jewel Man's so unserious, bro. He started the round with just the OD slaps, bro. I love seeing that. But we're seeing now kind of how Jewel Man's able to find these moves, looking like he understands a little bit better of like what I can get away with, what I can't with. And Marisa is kind of having to play a little bit more honest, not as much knowledge checks now. And that's the beautiful thing to see about these adaptations in these game 5s.
Finally, by the way, we get to see the neutral jump. That's something we see a lot from Jewel Man. Of course, that like famous Honda neutral jump heavy punch that lets you kind of drift to the side. But it's scary. It's scary against Marisa because neutral jump is exactly where she can air you with EX uppercuts and then get the full combo. No conversion off the overhead. Still needs to find another hit. Still match point.
Wow! The legs! Give me those! Whoa, okay. First time we saw that set, Jimmy just another... What can I get away? That's what it really is. I gotta say, that's what really is about these players at this level is, what can I get away with? What do you not know? Well, I'm gonna show you what you don't know and see what works, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, the other thing too is that we got to see exactly 1 overhead out of the stance and then 1 low out of the stance. And they both came towards the end of that set. So it was really just a thing where it's like, yeah, I'm going to condition you exactly what I'm going to do, exactly what I'm going to do, exactly what I'm going to do. Throw out that 1 option near the end, and Jewel Man saying, press the button, which is fully understandable. I mean, that's that perfect range, and it's a little bit further out of the range than you usually expect the Marisa options. So it's definitely a little bit of that bait, and I mean, it's very punishing, of course, if you block that low. But throw it out one time. It's hard to make that read.
Absolutely, yeah. And we just saw in those situations, it looks like Marisa just had a lot of situational knowledge, which was cool to see. Like a lot of Honda stuff, like the butt slam. I didn't really think about the concept of the fact you just armor through and punch it, even when you're burnt out, because that's the thing, right? You want to Honda in those situations, or any character like that. You want to force them into the corner with a headbutt or a butt slam, but Marisa doesn't have to actually like accept that. Just go through with the punch, fall through, and you're back now set to neutral, almost mid stage. It's like, oh god, here we go again. You know?
Yeah. But again, I know I keep saying it. That was still winners. So that does mean that Jimmy and Easy are going to be in the winners finals. Zombie and Jewel Man that we both just saw in those previous matches, they're not out quite yet. And we are getting a few more of our members making it into this top 8. It does look like Savage Locust managed to take it over Cluxy, just barely, who is a player that we haven't had a chance to see on stream. Tyson is fighting Victus currently to see who's going to make it into the top 8. And then Ochokun and J. Caesar the second, which is a great name, going to be fighting out for top 8 as well. But I believe that we are actually going to be going to a short break as we finish deciding our top 8. I know it's made it sound like it's my decision, but it's not. While the players finish deciding their top 8. So be sure to, while you're waiting for this break, to go to the Matcherino, !Matcherino. I think we are already at over $20 for the prize pot. And again, you can contribute at no cost to yourself. You just click one button and it helps give these goated players money that have been showing up week after week. So we certainly appreciate them. But we're going to be taking that short break. We're going to be making sure that we've got our top 8 set, and then we'll be back with more of Breakout Series Street Fighter 6 week number 4 right after this.
Sure.
Every morning with drive. Been on the grind, know I had to survive. We had to win. Started from the dirt and the rubble. I had to be the needle that was popping your bubble, letting the air out. Walking with a clear route. How we gon' rise today? I'm making mine today. Go make yours. Double back and flip the proceeds. Last year on the corner sipping OE. Had to get off the block. Best friend smoking rock. Best man called the cops. Rose from the city that never sleeps. It's the melting pot. I came through with purpose. I never question if it's worth it. Homie, I'm on top. Really, we on top. I'm on top. See me, I'm on top. We on top. Whole crew on top. I can't stop. I'm on top. See me, I'm on top. I'm on top. I'm on top. Whole crew on top. Really, I'm on top. I never stop. Born from the belly of the beast, from the streets, had to make it out. I only knew a vacant house. No heat, cold winters. Grew up a winner. I never lose, only learn a lesson. I'm a mutant, master splinter, past the finning. Now my goal infinity, victorious. Mine in the future, my crew own DeLoreans. Any person who want war, throw on the gloves, you ready to spar. I've been the rose and the thorns holding the keys. Time to succeed, now the haters on their knees. Cause really we on top, really we on top. I'm on top, see me, I'm on top. We on top, whole crew on top. I can't stop. I'm on top, see me, I'm on top. Nigga, I'm on top. I'm on top, whole crew on top. Really, I'm on top. I never
long you think it was gonna take before we got here? Now you gotta prove yourself all over again. Come on.
Ain't nobody coming, I've been gunning from 100 yards, trying to hit my mark, missing every time. This'll be the start of the picture perfect. Watch you wish you working with no hands. I got plans, stack 100 bands, people in the stands and they fans singing every song and they copping merch. This'll work. I emerge while you falling off from perk. While you leaning, I'm even scheming to heat up like steaming demons. I left for 6 years, they fiending. I came back to make a scene and get rich. All the benefits, all the businesses, smoking mirrors to make it clearer. I'm all up in your shit. I'm like the clown from here, cause down here everybody flows. I've been back in the baddest and everybody knows. Body blows to bring their head down. I'm ahead now. Stacking bread and cut the overhead. I'm more prepared now. Feel like Freddie to your favorite rapper. Yeah, they scared now. Kill them all inside my dreams except they really dead now. Head down.
Yeah, that was cool and all. I need you to go harder than that. Come on.
Ain't nobody coming to find me. You ain't no contract to sign me. I put that boot behind me and wrote this song to remind me it's only us. Phony plus, so we only trust. If you down here in the trenches with us while we coming up. This is crime mode, preteen heart, chafing in your jeans, playing just a tip until you slip. Now we on the scene, the game, say my name like Candyman in the mirror. I pop up with a hook, you get gutted, you gotta fear it. But focus now is the clearest, this is now is the nearest that it's ever been. It's music medicine and I'm a healer. Actually I'm a dealer, you can get a QP or QT. In my DM trying to get some QT. I'm Bruce Lee, move like water, out of your league, you know it. Cut from a different cloth, you can't stitch it or sew it, motherfucker.
See, the thing is, they want to put you in a box. They want to tell you who you can be, how you can be, when you need to do it and why. But the truth is, you decide who you're gonna be. Stop waiting for somebody to come fix it for you. I'm gonna tell you right now, listen.
Ain't nobody coming to do it, it's mostly me and I knew it. I had to bet on myself, I put the house on my music, went into debt for this shit. Sometimes regret what I did, but as a man I'ma make it. Only regret if I quit, only regret if I stop, and I can never be bought. So I ain't checking for labels less I'm controlling the pot. I mean I own all my masters and plus my publishing too. Before I sign on the way I got back to 40 and shoot like poof. Now here's the proof, I'm Superman in the booth. The Mike Tyson, the mics, you cannot handle the truth. Unruly and uncouth, and cold as a front tooth. With an ice cream in your face, stay in your place or get moved. Like I'm Luda, I do you bad in a second. You can't compare with my methods, my mind's a magnetic weapon. So keep relaxing, I'm coming back with an axe and a sword at your front door.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got creative. I'm needing honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown.
Guys, welcome back. We're about to start our top 8. We've seen some amazing matches so far. We've seen some highs, some lows, and some heartbreaking losses, but that doesn't mean that we don't see some great victories here. We've seen a lot of good gameplay. We're excited to see some more. We're going to be hopping into our first match soon, but let's just talk about what we've seen so far. We've seen Jimmy make a very good run here, followed by Easy in upper finals. We're going to have Jewel Man and Tyson and 8TG, as well as Savage, Locust, and Zombie make their attempt back into grand finals, take this win. This is a tournament where anyone can take it. We have had our reigning champion so far not here. It's just one of those rare tournaments where we have a big opening. Crown has not found a owner just yet, so we're gonna get into that. But we're again joined by the wonderful Wonder Chef.
Or currently Wonder Chest. And
Chest.
Unfortunately, it does seem to be that the dream of the Terry is dead. The only player that we haven't seen play here yet is KSG, who I am getting word is not playing Terry. So you've all failed me, and we're actually just going to stop the tournament here and everybody go home. No, I'm just kidding. We gotta get a winner. We gotta get a winner. As much as I wanted to see Terry, because I haven't had a chance to play Terry yet. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till the end of this tournament.
Yeah, and you know, those at home too, definitely recommend trying him out. He's very fun. So try out Terry if you can. He's a cool character, but we're seeing some more practice characters right now with Manon versus Ryu. KG on Manon and Tyson on Ryu.
Yeah, we've seen a decent amount of Manon today, which is pretty surprising. Of all the characters that are a little bit, I would say, considered a little bit lower on the charts, I didn't expect Manon to be the one that we've seen. We have like 3 players up in the bracket, if you include Easy, but nice parry, and that's going to be full conversion, using the meter too.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Use a little bit of meter too. Let him know kind of what you're cooking over there. Manon in this matchup, I think again, he's grappling. You got to get on the Ryu. We've seen it before, but right now, this could be scary in the corner. Do we see maybe a level 1 conversion? Looks like it's gonna be it. Is it kill? No. One jab.
I will say that was really smart. The Oki option right there was Fireball, because it would be such a juicy option to go for level 1 with that being the only amount of bar that KTG KSG actually has. So I think that was really, really smart from Tyson. We've seen him stuff actually a lot of level 1s with just raw Oki Fireball. This time around though, we at least need to see 1 metal built on the side of KTG KSG.
Absolutely, you want to get started early. KTG can maybe get. Oh, I like it. Oh, you're stopped. You can't side through these legs. Not today. This isn't soccer. You're not Ronaldo. And we're seeing Tyson just block it again. But oh, this time gets through. What will you do? You gotta back up here. I think you gotta play a little bit slower. You know, you're losing a lot of bar here. You get to Ryu. I don't want to engage you too much.
Oh, the overhead was super meaty and willing to burn out for the kill. That was a hard read. If that overhead was blocked, that would have been a much tougher situation. We were already like halfway through burnout for KTG KSG, and that would have just been a little bit scary. But Tyson, confident in that overhead read and got the full conversion, spent the bar, taking game 1.
Absolutely. We're going to see now kind of how this should play out. We obviously saw the first game, but I wonder how KTG will adapt to that. You now know kind of a little bit better how Tyson's going to be playing. Maybe get some more grabs if you can, but again, we're back in the corner, back in the Ryu's playground, really. And this could be where we see a level 1 no. It's stuffed out there. Oh, the grab, that's so much damage!
Oh, no, had to use the level 1 to get out, but that's the problem is, like, even if you use the level 1 to get out, like, is it worth it, almost? Obviously, like, you never want to give up, but, you know, that was just immediately a KO after spending that.
Absolutely, and I like the level 1 cash out there because you're thinking, like, okay, I don't want to risk the fireball game, you know, fireball or DP. I just want to get this over with. I mean, all business, you know, it's loser's top 8. You don't get another chance into this.
Yeah, final chance. This is actually going to be our first elimination match I think that we're going to have on stream. But, oh, nice. Catches the drive rush. That was actually a drive rush jab, which is something that Tyson really likes to do. To try to bait people to catch the drive rushes, but that no one just happened to work really well for it.
Absolutely. KTG's got a health lead here. We're seeing kind of how the slower gameplay is looking right now. It looks good. You know, get those pokes, try to get the grab. Oh, this is huge, DI! What combo will you have today? Oh! Unfortunate drop there. Oh!
Okay. This does manage to pick that up, but again, though, having to spend the bar and having to depend a lot on these level 1s, which does put you in a situation where, with how many fireballs and fireball-related options you can be using from Ryu, it's a little bit or more than a little bit scary. We should be level 2 built soon, though.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, that's where it gets a little bit scary. Spending these bars in these situations can get you in some weird spots. And we're seeing, though, I like how KTG is playing around the fireball. We're not eating those. We're finding ways around it. Manon does have a way to evade fireball, but using jump that are really well timed is a skill you gotta learn.
Oh, this is so scary. For sure, 1 command grab kills at this point.
Surely.
You just have to make sure that you basically give no more offensive options to Manon, and this is where pressure is working great. Finally text the grab, but I mean, now 1 conversion is going to be easy CA kill as well, both sides.
Absolutely, yeah, both sides, as you mentioned. You know, KTG with the super, it's a grappler. I think 5 medals is a little bit more damage. Oh, doesn't see the driving back coming. This is probably going to be it. Fully sending it here. Yep, level 3. You know what? We usually are wrong about this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to kill. It's probably going to kill.
This one was a little bit safer of a bet, you know, and yet still I felt like there was a way that we could have been wrong. But yes, I was confident in that one, and very nice stuff. The offense from Tyson looking really, really good. And when we get to see Tyson on offense, it is always looking very, very strong. Ryu just able to hold the corner really well. And we haven't seen too many wrong reads on the fireballs. Yeah, right there, trying to bait out a jump in and go to the air.
Yeah, that's where it gets pretty scary. We see Tyson is up 2-0, but I don't think KTG's out. Mentally, they seem really locked in still, which is nice to see. You know, you don't want to get defeated, feel like it might be over because you're down a little bit. Maintaining that composure.
Oh no, that's going to be a nice little solid conversion. What Oki do you get off of this? Going for level 1. That is a really nice knockdown. And yeah, we do see level 1 into meaty fireball a lot. One more read is all it's going to take. We got to see a lot of options built back. We saw the level 1 in a similar situation to get out of the corner from KTG KSG earlier, but no, not this time. It's going to hold on to that meter as it's about to be match point for Tyson.
Absolutely, this is where it gets scary. What will KD just kind of pull out of the bag here? We have seen level 1 escape sometimes. We'll slide underneath, but wow, parry. Oh, grab, get those medals started, get those numbers up. Oh, good response from Tyson.
Yeah, that has to be like a matchup knowledge thing, because that was like a raw wake-up drive impact, which is not something that Tyson really ever does, or anybody really does anymore. It's not, you know, week 1 of the game. So that had to have been a knowledge of like the Oki options that Manon has right there, which I don't know that option, but that seemed really smart.
Absolutely, we're seeing too how KG can run a lot of this stuff. But we're seeing level 3 too. This could be where you catch out. I think you might. Oh, this isn't really catch out here, but I think your bird hunting gets for you. Oh!
That is more than enough. And now look at this, 5 medals going into round number 3. I mean, KTG KSG has to find a huge comeback here in general. I mean, this has been 5 rounds won basically in a row for Tyson. Finally 1 round on board, but you really only need like 2 reads now.
Absolutely, and that, as you said, this is where grapplers get very scary. We talked about this before with the key. When Manon gets scary. Oh, parry! Yep, get back in that corner. I don't want you out of there. This is where it gets scary for a grappler in general. But you have seen ways to get out of this. But you don't want to spend your bar here. Oh, I like the empty jump to grab.
Yeah, I think maybe expected a parry right there. It was kind of the only option that Manon was going to have after missing that. And there we go, full conversion. And the biggest part about this is that it's going to set them into burnout. So the fireballs are going to be so difficult to deal with. It doesn't matter what your meter is. Your level 3 is not that far, but oh, fakes it, spin this time. Finally, I think that had gone through like 3 or 4 or 5 times in that set, but this time Tyson was ready.
That was crazy. I mean, the classic, you know, fool me once, shame on whoever. I don't want to know which way goes, but either way, the 3rd or 4th time he's hitting you with DI, like the fireball to bait out that spin to dodge that was really smart. I like that. Those are the moments of adaptation where he was in that situation where, you know, you don't want to let him get out of the corner because he could maybe get out of burnout, but the backing of that it was really smart actually.
Yeah, Tyson is a smart player for sure. I mean, there are a lot of situations where it's like very unique Oki options, just knowing exactly like how much time people have and how to kind of counter that option. That's what we saw a lot this set. That's why we saw all those meaty fireballs that I was talking about earlier, which I think is a really strong option to play it a little bit more safe, especially if you do have the EX or the drive rush to kind of get something going after that even. But honestly, I mean, KTG KSG, they were close. They just weren't able to find their big moments. We didn't see huge command grabs. We saw 1 huge command grab, and obviously, you know, you have to kind of find your way, and you have to condition them not to jump away, not to mash, and we just never saw that full conditioning. It was just 1 big solid command grab, and the rest of the hits were just kind of stray damage here and there.
Yeah, absolutely, and there was a lot of good comebacks from KDG for like a few rounds, but it did feel like just overall it was just a lot of Tyson slowly kind of closing the gap and just forcing you to answer these DIs, these good Ryu. Ryu is that tank character. He's one of the bigger damage Shotos, but it's those moments of him getting you in a situation where you got to respond to DI, or you got to respond to certain fireballs, the throw loops that you start to realize, oh gosh, this is going to hurt. If I make a wrong decision here, I could die. And we saw how that those wrong decisions could lead to death here and there.
Yeah, also a character that gets more than average damage from a level 2 just because of the idea of being able to combo off of it or potentially getting Oki off of it. So you got to really be careful of that, kind of similar to a lot of the install level 2 characters. You just got to be aware that like there's a lot of situations where you might just die from 1 mistake even when they don't have 3 full bars. But we're gonna moving forward, and this is gonna be Jay Caesar going up in Savage Locust. So we are gonna see Jay Caesar for the first time here with another Ryu, another character that we can see be played in a lot of different ways.
Absolutely, in this matchup we've seen it before, how this could work, but Savage Locust, great punishes here. Oh, wow, I like this. I like the innovation of these players to get on the corner with the Tatsu there. Oh, that's a grab. It doesn't matter what side I'm on, keeps grabbing you.
The Tatsu to get out of the corner, one of the most classic things in Street Fighter history. Different ways to do it, different levels of safety, but you'll have to see it. That should be enough. Spends the bar, makes sure. You do not want to give a Geef a single opportunity.
Absolutely, and yeah, that's the thing. You can't give him a single opportunity. You got to take those kills when you can, and Caesar gonna take full stock of it. Does not want this round to go. You know, he wants the 2 on his side. He wants that 2 to be the same as the rounds to go over there.
Ooh, no, dropped the combo, and then there was a parry mid-combo, and just in case there was a drop, which worked out pretty well, but one more mix. Oh no, this is super scary. Lots of bar for Jay Caesar. The grabs are starting. Ziggy, that's not super good. You gotta be careful. Oh no, missed the grab! Was that, okay, was that a mistimed grab, or was that like an error, or like a jump install? Oh, did he backdash? Okay.
Yeah, backdash is PD, so like that, he was caught lacking with the grab, and because SPD is so big, you know, normally a normal grab I don't think would reach after that, after you backdash like that from one place, but because he's SPD, you know, the range on it allows him to hit you with it.
Yeah, just the speed and everything. Yeah, I did not look like a backdash. I don't think I've ever seen a Zangief move backwards, so it's just something that's unfamiliar to me. I was like, that's weird. This character has 2 directions. But yeah, really good reads. Oh, speaking of, that's gonna connect. Savage Locust's defensive options have been really good.
He's been tricky. He's been a very tricky Geef, and we're seeing how much damage is gonna hurt. Oh my god! These nerfs are not touching this man. He's doing big damage still. But oh, wait a minute. Oh, the drop. Oh, another option. Just quick get it. Oh, this might be the end of you if you can't figure it out. Oh, no. Wait.
Oh, you're burned out. But oh no, what happened? The parry. I think the parry might have put Savage Locust into burnout, like just barely, and then the fireball hit. That's really unfortunate.
That was a scramble again. I think both players realized I got lucky to still be alive. I'm scared. The buttons I'm pressing were not the buttons I wanted.
Close first game, though, honestly. I kind of feel like this set could end up really close. Both players have had some really amazing reads against the other. That's going to be a drop, but I mean, there's just so many normals hitting, and Savage is not afraid to mash that SPD on defense.
Absolutely, and I think that's good. I think you keep putting fear in his heart, because if he keeps pressing buttons when it's not his turn, Geef will quickly flip the chess table on you. And what we're seeing, though, it looks like Caesar's found an opening or something to kind of answer the SPD. It's not getting grabbed too much, and that first run went by pretty quick.
Yeah, the slow walk up, DP the neutral jump. I mean, that neutral jump is going to be a little bit of a bait for a lot of different things with the charge jump roundhouse. But hey, the knee, look at that, it's still coming out a little bit.
Yeah, the knee's still good. I mean, it's obviously not going to be the fix-off solution, not flex tape or anything, but it still is a good move for what it does. Geef is still a strong character, and he's going to be, you're going to see a lot of him still no matter what happens.
You tell me I have to space my normals? Ugh, that's some nerd stuff.
I want to grapple with some normals, you know what I mean?
I mean, we can look at Seth from Street Fighter 4, which is a scary thing to look at. Oh, the parry into the level 3. I mean, you got to do it here. You got to spend the meter if you have it. This is Jay Caesar looking to go up 2-0, but that is going to even up the life. And one more mix-up situation blocks the round. Oh, those is SPD.
You got caught lacking there. You were not. You had to jump. That's the scary thing. If you jump, you get hit by the overhead, the legs. So it's a scary move. You could just do the same thing again, but Locust is looking savage. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, super deep, but is not able to combo off of that knee. It is pretty hard. You got to hit it like really low and then time your normal. But didn't end up doing that. Finally gets the pressure kind of off of them with that air to air. And again, the Tatsu, the raw Tatsu is working out pretty well.
It was for a second there, but then caught the SPD, so it was good. Concept was good, but then you're hit by all this. You're eating all that damage. Oh, this is where it gets really scary against Geef, but I like that. It looks like he's going for the mid-air SPD, but he's trying to hit off the ground just yet.
Yeah, it was the first time they've really gone for that. It's sad when you see like the once-a-match read and then it doesn't work out, but though the grabs have been working really well, especially after the drive rush. Double burnout. Oh, it whiffed! I think that would have chipped if it was blocked, but it whiffed.
Absolutely. Just a second, maybe a step forward there, but looks like just maybe panic wake up thinking Geef's gonna get in on you, but Geef knows, hey, I'm really low, I'm not doing that. So now we're seeing a game 3, but both players. What? Huh?
That's a way to start off the match. That's a way to do a second hit of a match. This is looking like a Geef round.
What's happening? Who does that? So what's going on? He's almost burnt out too. A couple more deep chops and you're burnt out, but no, getting a bit more momentum. Not gonna let that happen. Wow! Please, not again.
One more. Good patience, but no, oh my goodness. All right, that's it. Nerf Geef again.
Yeah, hey, come, wrap it up, mods. ban this character, man.
Already need more nerfs. Let's start the dialogue. No, really great round from Savage Locust, making 100% correct reads. JC's not really been going for a lot of jumps, just been playing a really patient. So that SPD range has been working out really well for Savage Locust, just like that.
Yeah, it seems to work well. And that's the thing with Keith. I mean, the grab is so good that you have to respect all the time. You want to hold parry. Does actually get in the corner there with the ODDP, but still so much pressure coming out either side of Savage Locust. Needs to find a way out. Maybe go for level 3 here. No, just gonna get a little combo here. But again, level 3 could kill you. You gotta be very careful. And careful you were not, sir. Oh, you were!
Finally careful. Manages to jump that time. The parry catching both hits of that overhead, which means it was just a little bit more time for J Caesar to recover. So finally the parry level 3 is not going to work, and now we're going to see the meter difference in play immediately, as we're going to have like a half-life Zangief on the side of Savage Locust at the start of this third round.
Absolutely. Finds a way out here. That's good to see. I mean, J Caesar was getting a little scared there for a second, but oh, parry. The other one on the corner against Keith, not where you want to be. No meter, but does have ODDP. You're not burnt out, so you have some options. Parry both ways, but oh, meter grab!
Ooh, finally making that recorrect, but no, the drive rush SPD whips just barely out of range, and honestly, he was blocking as well, so that could have been the grab. Defensive one, though, is going to connect, making it a lot more even.
Oh my, these rundown grabs are insane, and that kills! Oh my, nerf him again. Mods, you gotta nerf this guy, man. Okay, this is too much.
I did not think that was going to kill, for sure. I was certainly wrong on that, but defense is correct. Mash SPD every time you can. If you can just meaty Geef every single time and not drop it, you're fine. But otherwise, you're in trouble. There you go. Geef with a parry, by the way. Terrifying thing to have in a game.
Oh yeah, it is now my turn. Quite literally the character. Half the time when he parries, you are going to eat an SPD, and even though the damage is reduced, it doesn't feel like it because it already does so much. We're definitely seeing it. Oh, I like that. And the close grab there to send all the way to back mid, so we can just kind of get that. Hey, get me out of corner. I don't want to deal with all that.
Oh, that should be enough. Just oh, wait a minute. No, could have sent bar to end it right there, but. I believe could have sent bar, but chose not to, and does pick it up again, which is really good for meter management, but just a scary thing to do.
Absolutely. We're seeing the options. It seems like Savage Locust, we have a game to play with, so Savage is kind of trying, pushing the limits, see what I can get away with, because if we go to game 5, we have to, I can really punish some of these habits he built up over the last game.
Ooh, and looking pretty good to do it. That's going to be a really nice conversion. The side switch. We've seen so many side switches to keep people in the middle of the screen for some reason. But this one, not this time. They're going to take the damage that you can get. Oh, this is so scary. Level 3. I feel like we're going to see a raw level 3 at some point here from Savage Locust.
We might. Oh, this is going to hurt.
That might be, that, honestly, if there was like bar there, that might have been it, but it's not going to matter. Manages to catch with the low, and now, third round of this game, match point for Savage Locust, both players with 3 bars.
Absolutely, this is where it gets scary. Geef, honestly, IMO, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think this character becomes #1 almost when he gets level 3. When that character's level 3 in corner, he's one of the best characters in the game. It is not even, it is terrifying, and we're seeing the damage here. The bar? Are you kidding me?
Oh, jump back, heavy punch, air to air on the jump in. Savage Locust has to make back a lot of life, but we all are afraid of this level 3. Everybody on this planet is afraid of this level 3. If you even get an opportunity to do it, I like this. Just backing up. JC just saying, okay, forget it. Oh no, was there a button? There was! This is gonna hurt so incredibly bad. This is gonna be basically guess for game.
Oh, this is where it gets really scary. Oh my, that damage? Capcom, somebody call the hotline right now, please. Yeah,
oh,
okay.
No! Oh no, the patience drive rush up into SPD, giving 2 opportunities. We have just not seen, we've not seen the challenge come out from J Caesar, and unfortunately they needed a challenge at that time. Oh my goodness, the huge comeback with everything that Geef players do. The drive rush SPD, the defensive level 3, everything about it. That was an absolute Geef game.
If anyone sees someone complain about Geef, take a clip of that round and just show it to him, because that character is insane. Still, obviously, very, very well, good match on both sides, but that character is just insane. I'm a Geef enjoyer, don't get me wrong, but God, those grabs hurt.
Yeah, and honestly, once again, I know I say this about a good amount of characters, but there's a lot of different ways that you can play Geef, and there's certainly like a patient Geef play style that's like more normal based. That is not Savage Locust. Savage Locust is willing to just throw it all to the wind and just go for it. I mean, you can see right there the level 3 miss, but the level 3 hit basically every time. Aside from that, just willing to go for it, willing to throw out like a lot of those random parries, which again got punished for right there, but it worked out in the end. And so Savage Locust moving forward in the losers bracket to take on Zombie.
Yeah, and we're gonna see how that match can go. That one's gonna be interesting. Blanca versus Geef. I think you can probably SPD the Blanca ball if you're really good at timing it, but that character is crazy. And they're both very aggressive characters, which is cool to see. I really liked watching Easy versus Zombie, so that is gonna be interesting to see when they play that. But I mean, that was crazy. Still a great run to Caesar though. But Geef, man. Geef
Geef just does Geef things sometimes. That is exactly what it's like. I feel playing against every ranked Geef online. But no, really great stuff to Savage Locust. They have kept it consistent throughout the entire bracket so far. So like I said, they're in losers quarterfinals, which is technically tied for 5th, I believe, at minimum. Plus, of course, they could get further if they do end up winning up against Zombie. I do think there's a chance that we're going to be moving over to the other match. Regardless, the next 2 matches are going to be that and Jewelman versus Tyson, which is a matchup that I don't feel like I've really seen, despite the fact that both of these players have played in every single week of the Breakout series.
Interesting.
And that might just be a me thing, but they're definitely 2 of the most consistent placers that we've had.
Absolutely, yeah, they definitely are consistently up here. I haven't seen all the weeks either, but I've seen and know both those names, so it's gonna be a close game. I think it'll be really interesting to see how they play that out. I mean, on paper, you'd think Fireball is gonna kind of make a bit of a hindrance to some of Jewelman's options, but Jewelman's found a way around a lot of these before, so I mean, you can't count E Honda out on paper. So we'll see how that goes out. I'm really interested to see who wins that.
I mean, you can count E on paper, I think, but not in practice.
No.
Paper is where it's scariest. But also just a reminder for everybody, there is that little fun little, I guess, what's the word? The bounty, where if anybody plays Terry, adding $10 more to the pot. So hopefully we get a chance to see it, but even if we don't, this is going to be a definitely good match. We're going to see Tyson versus Jewelman. Starting off slow, not a whole bunch of zooming around and doing damage.
Absolutely, Tyson will be. Oh, great start, and we're using we're cashing out a little bit. I like that. Keep him in corners where you want to keep Honda, but again, Honda with the butt slam is going to change up a lot of that, and this could be maybe almost burnout, not quite. But Jewelman is finding these pokes here. Oh my goodness, that is so much damage. The parry prevents death for now.
Yeah, that's going to be a great way to side switch. Wow, raw headbutt and challenging the drive rush, knowing that there was going to be some sort of bait without much meter. This is going to be a tough ask for a comeback, especially. Oh, they just trade normals. That was cool. That was pretty anime.
I like that, but yeah, as you saw the damage, it was hard because you can't fireball. Jewelman's not going to miss the parry on those or claps too, so it's scary. But I see to find a way to kind of keep Honda in the corner. How will you do that? We'll have to see what he does.
Yeah. You can keep Honda in the corner by just comboing him over and over. I think that works. It's a relatively effective strategy, but there is actually a side switch. I like this again. That Tatsu combo is really cool to be able to get back that corner.
Yeah, I like the way that's being used to kind of make sure that they don't stay in corner for too long. But ooh, good kick to the chest. Honda's a beefy boy, but that kick was a little bit too much to spit up his lunch.
And despite the high damage from Ryu, it's going to take a little bit longer to get the actual kills here. And we've seen that. We've seen these matches go a little bit longer. A lot of high HP characters left in this tournament, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. These are some really quality matches to watch. And if you're watching, make sure to write some notes. These are some of the top players of these characters. They will show you some stuff you don't know. And we're seeing now a conversion into level 3. Is this gonna kill? I don't know. What do you think here?
I think it will. I think it will actually.
Oh!
Oh, I was super wrong. Incredibly wrong. That's the first time that I answered confidently, and immediately the first time I was wrong. Nice EX headbutt through, making the read that it's going to be another fireball. If there wasn't, that was a little bit scary, but Jewelman confidently taking game 1.
Absolutely, yeah. Jewelman definitely had the idea there of what to do, and it worked out well. We're seeing the headbutt to start. Are you serious? Man, that's disrespectful. You win the last game, you got to start off respectfully.
Also, we're seeing a good amount of like kind of raw headbutts against a character like Ryu that's got a fireball to kind of control that angle. But Joelman just has the right reads as far as when it's going to be safe to throw those.
And on top of too, like not just the fireball, the DP too. Well-timed DP can get you out of that, but it looks like Joelman's aware that these aren't being answered just yet. The phone's ringing, no one's answering. Keep calling, and he just keeps going away with these headbutts.
Well, this is the spot you want to be at. Whoa, what the heck? That was a weird trade. Solar Plexus Strike versus Butt Slam. I don't think I've ever seen that happen, but we are now one hit away, basically, from Joelman from being burnt out. Now actually switching sides the other direction. Nice. He's able to get at least the counter hit on that jab.
Tyson gonna reset that situation. Let's go back to Nooch. Let's go back to the fireball game, but Joelman not wanting to be patient and wait for that. He knows that if he lets that get to that point, he's going to be in a bit of trouble, so trying to close the gap consistently. Stay in the range of if you fireball, OD headbutt could be coming your way, but Tyson finds an opening, gets it in full advantage. He's going to take that round.
Very nice. This has not been like one big run any of these rounds. It's just been like this like small hits here and there, or I should say medium-sized hits because it's Ryu, so they are pretty solid damage. But Tyson's been finding them a little bit more and more as this set has gone on. Unfortunately, does not count for this round as Joelman was holding the corner. Now he's not.
Well, yeah, was holding the corner for a second. Looks like Tyson has kind of found himself in a position where this might. Oh, the kick overhead. Duck below that little Mario Kart. Yeah, I like to see that. Finding his way out of these situations, but Joelman is just one or two hits away. Burnt out though. Tyson's laying on the hurt.
Oh no, reset. Yeah, you had to do that right there. You 100% had to super. I wonder if there was a way to actually bait that, like maybe try rushing the jab and then stop or something like that. But aside from that, you would have been stunned. It would have been GG. Tyson would have been taking the game. But now they had spent the bar. It was smart, and Joelman still has a chance to go 2-0.
That animation was weird. He was throwing up the side of the kicks from behind. Crazy stuff right there. But Tyson, as you mentioned, this is where it gets a little scary because the side speeds. These players have found such good ways to kind of keep you in corner, get themselves out of that situation.
Oh, full conversion. I mean, hey, you're at the end of this round, basically. You might as well use it. That's also going to do a good amount of drive gauge damage. Yeah. So we're one potential like block string away here, and you can safely drive rush at least one time. Oh, maybe tried there. Maybe actually dropped that. Yeah, I like that though, Tech. You got to get out of there.
Oh! Punish counter is going to do a lot of damage here. Another one of those could potentially spell disaster on the side of Tyson here. But Tyson, fireball, I like that. Good pressure. In these moments where whoa!
Oh, just drive rushing forward, stand heavy punch into the blast.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
Probably.
Yeah, possibly. We are getting later into the bracket. Definitely, some people might be burning out. I was immediately burned out today, but this is looking like it's going to be a lot closer. We are going to go back to the character select screen, maybe. I don't expect we're going to see anything other than Honda, but, you know, every time I say that, I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe just a moment of reset. You know, maybe you're like, hey, after, let's say that he did drop that, right? Let's say Joelman did drop that. You want to take a moment and be like, hey, what? Can I just have a second? Just got to think about what's going on there, you know? But we're going to head back into it and see what's going on for the next game. And hopefully that drop does not get in the head of either player.
Yeah, I had a friend once upon a time who would take the absolute maximum duration they could in between every single game. It sucked. Nobody wanted him to be at locals. Nobody wanted him in online tournaments. Yeah. And I had to commentate a lot of those. But it's a good strategy. Unfortunately, didn't really pay off for Joelman, as immediately a perfect from Tyson.
Yeah, the ice strat only works once in a while. Ryu's got the ice cold veins right now, especially Tyson is absolutely running away with this. Oh my goodness. Joelman trying to find a hit in. Does actually do a punish counter, but again, that's a get off me tool. That's not really a combo starter. So Tyson putting it back in the corner. Ooh, headbutt gets hurt. That's
yeah, you get over that and you get the full punish. That's super unfortunate. I'm not even sure if that was intended to be that super. But now you're in the corner. Now you're getting OH and boy, that hurt a lot.
Yeah, that was big damage. That might do more damage than the Marisa one, maybe. Could be wrong. I don't know. That just looked like it hurt. Punish counter, it doesn't work. Punish counter, you know?
Yeah, that does add so much to that. Okay, we're gonna see the Oki that's just gonna build up the charge, and we see that a lot from Tyson. There, you can just take some normal Oki off a lot of those situations, but Tyson loves the charge, and for good reason.
Absolutely, getting that is always nice. Having that extra charge with the fireball, bit stronger there. Oh, the overhead to rush in. This could be it. Oh, level 3. That's going to be it.
Oh, the full conversion. Had to burn out for it, but knew that they could burn out for it. And so Tyson going up 2-1. This is still looking close. This is still looking very close to me, but Jewel Man fighting for their life.
Jewel Man's on the back foot here. It looks like Tyson just found out that early on, if I get that lead, you're gonna have to approach me, and that's where Ryu can succeed. Oh, these conversions are gross. In the stomach, maybe goes for a oh, I like that jump there though. Did he call out anything options that he tried to do there?
Yeah, didn't find any options, which again, it's great patience from Jewel Man, but I mean, the fact that there wasn't an option means that there's no opportunity to start making this comeback, because you need to do so much damage. And hey, you know what? Jumping in with just like a raw heavy is a great start, especially with an Ocho reset.
Absolutely, and we're seeing there the damage from those throws is scary, because you almost forget sometimes that Honda does have a command throw, and oh, Tyson does not forget though. He remembers exactly what Jewel Man wants and counters it perfectly.
And match point now for Tyson to move forward. Jewel Man has been falling just a little bit short here in these top 8s, but still absolutely has an opportunity. I mean, they are on the board as far as points go. They just need to find a way out of this Ryu pressure.
Absolutely. Almost the way that Tyson's using this, the hostage there to kind of keep forcing back Jewel Man is really good. They do. Oh, no! He just lose that DI battle. Crazy, both decided to use it the last second there.
Yeah, who needs meter? Who needs gauge? You spend your gauge, I'll spend my gauge. It doesn't matter. And Jewel Man staying in contention, but doing a much better job of getting him all the way to that left side corner. Oh, can it actually spend the bar just to continue pressure, but doesn't get anything off of it.
Absolutely, yeah, and at these moments, you know, for level 3, it's almost sometimes good to crash out early and get it out of there, because if you do that, then maybe you'll have a level 1, because the last round does move a lot more meter.
Yeah, I mean, they've been holding on to meter for quite a while now, it seems. Oh, big parry, and actually has the normal that's far enough to get the conversion off of that. Just a jab, so really nice knowledge of normals and how minus just like a jab being parried is.
I like these jumps he's doing right after to kind of make sure that Honda's not going for any butt slam right away on wake up, and it's forcing him to kind of answer to it. And right now, Jewel Man's in a rough spot because he's not quite yellow, but the time that he goes, it does go into critical. Oh, the level 3 from Ryu.
And that one is just a rude level 3. If anything, it's going to seal the deal. It's going to cross the dotted line. That is going to be Tyson winning 3-1 and moving forward into, at minimum, top 4 to fight against the winner of Zombie and Savage Locust.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good match. And just to touch on that one at the end there, I think that's one of those hard positions, because when you're not in the critical art area, it's scary because you're just above it, right? You don't want to get hit, because if you get hit, they're going to cash out and use their level 3. But you're like, man, mine is going to do significantly less damage right now, so it's very scary to go for your own full cash out combo with level 3.
Yeah, you got to try to find those little hits to take sometimes.
Yeah,
it's not as common in this game, but you can technically like take a hit, take a fireball, just to get yourself into that CA range. I know it certainly happens in a lot of other games where you like get access to your kind of comeback super when you're low, whether it be taking damage from in Street Fighter 4 or in Tekken or in Mortal Kombat. Like a lot of people are taking damage right there. But honestly, if you need the extra damage from the CA, you can absolutely do the same thing in this game.
Yeah, for sure. And that might be honestly one of those wild mind games where Ryu just stops throwing fireballs when they realize you're looking for that. But we saw, you know, both players played their character extremely well. You know, Jewel Man had these really good conversions, these ways to get in, but Tyson had these really strong ways to convert just 1 or 2 hits into a substantial amount of damage. So both players played excellent in that set.
Yes, it was definitely a good set. It's just Jewel Man just being just slightly low, but we will certainly see Jewel Man again. This is not going to be the last week of Jewel Man, I would assume, and I should say I hope not. But now we have to see who's going to fight against Tyson, who has now made it to, I guess, second, third, and if they lose here, it'll be second, third, and fourth. So they got to hope they break that streak. But Zombie and Savage Locust coming up next, I think, unless we're going to winners finals. Of course, in the winners finals, we've got Easy and Jimmy, who are chilling for a little bit. But after this next match, we'll be down to 4.
Yeah, we're closing in on the end. The end is in the division here, so we're going to see kind of how these last players play out. And when you're in losers, obviously that's the end of it. So you got to kind of watch and cheer on your fellow competitors. But it is really nice to see kind of how these people have adapted. We've seen a couple game ones to reverse 3-0. We just saw it last game. Like early on, Tyson lost and was able to just kind of adapt and bring it back. And we're going to see some really good adaptation with the next match too, because we're going to see Savage versus Zombie, as you mentioned before.
Yeah, and it does look like we have increased the Maturino, or not the Maturino, I'm sorry, the bounty to $15. I don't know exactly how it works, but Joker's talking about it in chat. If anybody is going to play Terry, and hey, you know what? Most of y'all are already in top 4. We could see it, Terry. At least whoever's in grand finals in the winner's side, I feel like that would be a great place to try them out. Yeah.
Check the couple trials right now.
Yeah, okay, assuming that you actually have the character, but if you're in grand finals and winner's side, you might make enough money to kind of pay for the character anyway. Exactly. So, it's like a future investment, you just don't have the money quite yet. And I will say, Craze pays out extremely fast for these tournaments, so huge shout out to Craze. But yeah, I just want to see some Terry. If I set up this hat for nothing, I'm going to be very, very disappointed.
Yeah, that will... Well, that will suck a little bit. You put all the work in and not see your boy there, Terry. But I would like to see one. Just one match, If you're really feeling ahead, maybe it's grand finals last match. You're thinking, okay, surely this couldn't hurt me in the long run. I think you should do it. I think you should pull it out.
Yeah, especially if you think you're not going to win. You're down by like 5 games in grand finals. You're like, okay, yeah, maybe this is the time to just do it. But we're not going to see it yet. This is going to be a really interesting match. They're both chewing. They look like the Mimic. But super aggressive Blanca play versus the most geef player I've ever seen in my life, Savage Locust. I don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah, the best way to say it. The most geef looking player ever. This is kind of how it starts right now. And Geef is just geefing. He's geefing everywhere. He just came out and started geefing everywhere. And now we're seeing Blanca starting to do his actions too, and we're seeing the Blanca mix-up that can be quite difficult for Geef to deal with. Never mind.
Oh, well, yeah, that's how you deal with all the mix-ups. You just mash SPD, and there you go. First round going to Savage Locust. At some point, we're going to start seeing these SPDs defensively baited. Nice! That was crouch medium punch into drive rush, into drive impact on reaction. That was beautiful.
That really was, and that showed just how to kind of slow this pace down when you're feeling it. And that's going to be an interesting little mind game, is the rainbow ball being potentially countered by Lariat, but maybe baiting it out, maybe get a slide after. But in corner is where Zombie gets to have the whole game. Whole map opens up for you, buddy. What are you going to do?
Okay. That's one way to get out of the corner just slightly. And yeah, this is going to be an option that we are going to see a lot more, I think, than we saw in the other matchups that Zombie had, which is just using the space to kind of whiff these like straight Blanca balls or the rainbow balls, which we did see a little bit earlier. And then finally, once they're like, okay, you're going to whiff, you just let it rock. And there's not a whole lot that Geek can do about it.
Yeah, I think that's this matchup. I've heard complaints on both sides, but it does feel at least like if Blanca gets you in the corner, it's quite good. But wow, the almost 3 hits, but that was so smart.
Once again, by the way, Zombie going straight into the level 3, not going for a level 2, which is going to be massive damage, but it does mean we don't have to worry about that particular mix-up situation. Oh, and the parry. Oh, the safe jump, but no conversion. Expected a parry that time, maybe, and went for the grab, but it just connected.
Absolutely, this might potentially be it. It is. Yeah, it looks like Zombie just adapted. First round was okay, I'm getting too close. Let me do my thing. Let me play my game, and just kind of kept that range the whole time, and only went in when they were in advantage.
Ooh, whiffs the drive rush correction medium kick. The neutral, I feel like, is kind of like really dependent on Zombie making the first move. Savage Locust is really just making people go and play at his own range. It's interesting.
Yeah, and if Savage isn't able to find that just yet, which looks like it might be the case, this could be maybe it. Level 1 doesn't kill. Oh, I think it does. I think that's, oh my, perfect.
Wow. Pretty big turnaround from what we saw previously. But Zombie really looking to start taking control of this set. I think maybe starting to catch on a little bit to the patterns of when Savage Locust is going to start like throwing out the SBDs, go for the parries, and there's answers to all those.
Absolutely, and as people say, these both characters have received lots of nerfs in the past, but it looks like, in general, like it can come down to just can Blanca mix up and avoid getting grabbed right away, and if so, it's gonna be quite difficult for Geef to deal with all these options that Blanca's able to throw out.
Yeah, especially in the corner. But right now, doing a pretty good job of just using normals. And yeah, the Blanca balls used is so totally different. Exactly what I was saying last round. Just use kind of as like a space tool.
Yeah.
There, the grabs. That's something that's going to be so good here. Is there's so many parries, but it's not going to matter. EX ball as a whiff punish, and that's going to be 2 games relatively quickly to Zombie.
That was so smart to jump in, back away into the EX or the OD Blanca ball, and then catch him right after in the air. That was really smart.
Good challenge, just not letting the ball whiff work. Just gonna be able to press buttons right there. Ooh, that, I don't know if that SPD was intentional. That was really far away. I don't know what that would have been caught at all, especially off of a normal, but definitely got an intentional whiff punish against it with the scoop, the crouch medium punch.
Yeah, tried his best to get something there, but it didn't quite look like it amounted to much. But I mean, Savage is having a lot of trouble dealing with the spacing that Zombie's playing. The pace too is just incredibly fast, and Savage is kind of lost right now for answers of what to do. Could this be a level 1? I think it is going to be it. No, lives with a little bit of EP, but does get grabbed right after. Swoop up, and that is going to be the round.
Cool to see the full combo with the Blanca Chandal, which we've just not been seeing very much from Zombies at all. Which, I mean, it's a good tool, but you know, if you can get a lot off a normal Oki, which Zombie is, you don't necessarily need to use it. Tried to bait out some sort of normal after that with Lariat, or maybe another Lariat with the DI. It didn't work, but finds an opening anyway.
Yeah, gets a lot of damage here, and we're seeing again where the last time that Savage was unable to get out of it, we're right back to it. Zombies did a great job at putting these normals up, but SPD, as I say that, does land them and slam down. Could this be where Savage has adapted? Learn something maybe to show it off here. We haven't seen a level 3 yet from Savage, so maybe this round might be the time to pull that out if you can, but I think this might be maybe a kill. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I feel confident in this one. This is yeah, that's a kill. That's a kill for sure.
Kill?
Boom! All right, we don't even need to question that one. You're right, though. We did not see the level 3 reversals at all, and now we're not going to get a chance to. It's going to be Zombie taking it 3-0. Going back to their strategy of just like converting into a lot of level 3s, but getting perfect damage off of it multiple times. So they know their math. They know how much damage they can deal. And Savage Locust was not able to find their raw level 3s, which made a big difference.
Yeah, it looked like after that first match that Savage was able to take there, Zombie just said, okay, hold on. I'm going to just stop letting you actually play the game now. And it was just every time that Savage tried to get in the corner, it was met with, you know, some Blanca anti-air into just the full combo, which, you know, forces you to kind of answer. And it's really hard to chase down Blanca when you're someone like Beef. You don't have a, you don't have a way to kind of jump into him or neutral skip, so you're kind of just caught chasing down a Blanca ball, which is never a fun time.
Yeah. When you can whiff Blanca balls, there's just too much they have to think about, and that was something that certainly happened. There was just a lot to think about the approach, about whether or not you're actually going to get hit, about whether there's a grab coming, about whether you should be neutral jumping, whether they're going to neutral jump. There's just so many different weird little things off of whiffing just a straight ball. But the things that were trying to hit mattered, and they worked exactly like they were meant to. So a nice clean 3-0 from Zombie. Great stuff to Savage Locust, though, especially on a day where their character got the bigger nerfs, I think, in the entire patch. Still making Geef look very scary and very strong, and within the top 8, but only within the top 8, not within the top 4.
No, yeah, they have been this has been a really insane tournament as so far as it goes with like placings and people actually getting super far. I just wanted to double check the notes, but yeah, Blanca just received a small bug fix, but in general, pretty much the same character since the last big change this season. But it's interesting to see how that kind of played out. I don't think the knee change would have helped too much. I think even with the knee, it did seem just that, Zombie played out of that range, just consistently was so far away that even, you have to use a Dawson normal, it felt like almost to reach him, and it just wasn't able to find those.
Yeah, was not able to find exactly what they needed, and I think, like you mentioned, the level 3s whether after a parry or just like a good read, they weren't able to land. We didn't see really any of them even attempted. It's just a slightly different range from Blanca, who plays outside of a lot of other characters' ranges a lot of the time. They make you play at awkward kind of angles and ranges and situations, and it's just not fun at all. But Zombie's going to continue on that streak moving forward to fight against Tyson. So we're going to see which of them can come out on top, and then that's going to be setting up. Well, I mean, currently we already have set up our top 4 players of today.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy to see. I think we've seen Zombie adapt Wasn't able to fully figure it out versus Easy, but potentially could have a run back if things go according to plan and they're able to win this one and Easy does lose to Jimmy. That they have a chance again at it. And Zombies looking like they're on a tear right now, so that could be really interesting to see they play that out.
Yeah, also, speaking of run back, excuse me. I mean, this is a run back. This is a run back from the winner's side. Well, I mean, again, I'm assuming that we're going to be going to Tyson versus Zombie, but when we do that, that is going to be a run back where Zombie was really in control the first segment of that match or the previous set. And then Tyson nearly made a huge comeback, made like 80% of like a 90% comeback in the final moment of the final game, and then got hit and was not quite able to do it. So now that we're going to end up with a 3 out of 5 set, and there's been a little bit more adaptation, and both players have had more time in the bracket to actually play and kind of warm up and get in the zone. And I do feel like we could see something go kind of the opposite direction. Of course, it could be the opposite as well with Zombie, but it's a big question mark to me.
Yeah, definitely will be interesting to see how they adapt either way. Because as you said, it's a run back, so you've had time to think about it. You've had time to watch them on the stream, obviously, and time to learn kind of what they're doing, what their habits are, who they're versing. So that's going to help you maybe get an idea like what they're cooking with. You know, what are you bringing to the table today? What are you going to change? What your gameplay are keeping it the same? What are you going to change? So that's always really cool to see.
It is adaptation throughout a bracket is really cool, and especially too adaptation between multiple brackets where a lot of these players have played throughout the entire season is super duper cool, and kind of figuring out how each other plays so that they can kind of figure it out and move forward further in each bracket. But Tyson Zombie, like I said, they played just one time. No, actually, they probably played more. Zombie's been in a lot of these, but has kind of failed to top 8, I think, just barely, which is surprising because they're looking really good right now. Unless it was a different Zombie, that is a pretty common name, but they're looking more than pretty good. They're looking amazing in this current tournament.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think we're actually going to be probably starting with our winner side. We're going to start with Easy and Jimmy, so we'll have to save that one for later. But talk about these two players. I mean, Jimmy has been just consistently throwing out some good old knowledge checks with Marisa stuff. But I will say I've heard rumors. I've heard in the word of the street that jury is quite difficult for Marisa.
I could definitely see that being the case. I mean, just the normals being able to challenge can be tough, but sometimes you just have to accept that things are going to be tough playing Marisa and just be like, you know what, I'm still going to touch you, and that's really all I just have to go for. But not only the fact that obviously the normals are so good on jury, but jury with that low fireball can be so obnoxious to deal with for a lot of characters that kind of have to like play normally and maneuver normally over that fireball. And I do know there's a few things you can do, like the DP motion punch in or whatever to like kind of get over, but I don't know. It's not something I would say is consistent unless you're like making the hard read above it to actually hit them. So getting in, dealing with all that stuff, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how you kind of get around a lot of that. I mean, jury does have very, very strong options, as you said, and the hits, the pokes, the options to get in there, installs as well too. But maybe this might be the time that Jimmy has to start pulling out the bar more often. Maybe start cashing out a little bit, and not holding it back as much. might be. We might see that. I'm just saying it could be interesting to see.
We might see the second time that Jimmy spends meter in this entire bracket, if we're lucky. But it's also an amazing thing to say, like, swept basically the entire way through the bracket, up through all the way to winners finals without having to spend any bar. It was just unnecessary. And a lot of these matches have been like, okay, we need this meter to end this. Like, that is the only way. And people with good meter management, they win those spots. With bad meter management, they don't win those spots. And I mean, if you just don't have to deal with it at all, I guess it just means that you're kind of goated.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you can avoid spending that definitely is it's cool. I guess it's like a challenge for yourself also too, because you'd want to avoid relying on it, because if you don't get it, then you're going to be out of luck sometimes. So if you can play around without having the meter all the time, I think it will really help you jump as a player. And we see Jimmy, obviously, very talented player. All the players here are very talented in their own rights as well too. So having the ability to kind of still get rounds and find openings without having to spend too much is a great skill to have.
Yeah, and I am hoping that we get these in soon, but no, it does look like we are going to be getting pretty close to setting these two players up. I think maybe one is using the restroom. I am fading out for sure. My sickness is just not liking my throat. I need the this is my segue. I need some one-shot energy voice drops. Boom, done. I really do need some though. Truly, honestly, somebody please send me some. I'm broke. I wish they were actually for sale over at TwitchCon. I mean, they were, but I wish they weren't sold out.
Yeah.
But I do need those. So shout out to that sponsor. Shout out to the Mad Cats, another one of our sponsors. I do think there's some stuff in the kitchen for that. Shout out to Bloodline Card Shop, and then of course the Matcherino. Everybody, exclamation mark Matcherino. I think we're getting pretty close to finishing out those codes. And of course, thank you to everybody out there who's watching. It's been a very pleasant month. First month, we're just hitting the end of the first month, so we need to celebrate. First month of Street Fighter 6 here on the Breakout series. Shout out to everybody who's been tuning in and entering, and it's been a cool scene.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a really cool scene to see everyone come out here and support every single week, and tell your friends too. Friends, even if you want to get Street Fighter, you think maybe I'm not high enough ranked. This is a place to learn. If you want to compete at any level, does not matter. Doesn't matter if you see the big, master rank, legend rank, whatever. They you can learn things no matter who it is. If you play them, you will learn something. You lose to improve, so definitely don't be scared to join this kind of stuff. Even if you don't top 8, that doesn't matter. No one really wins the first tournament unless they've had prior experience, but you should join these if you can, and just test out what you can do. Maybe learn some cool things about your character, learn some things from players, ask questions. It's a really good time.
Yeah, it's and then honestly, there's a good amount of people that are kind of just like in chat. Like everybody, a lot of the players in this tournament are in chat. I know that there's been some like suggestions from player to player. I seem to recall like Rookie was telling somebody, like maybe it was like Tyson or something, like parry there or something, or you got to work on the cross-cut DPs for that particular situation. And it's like, well, that's cool. I don't know if these players know each other, but we're all just kind of we're just sitting here, so we're talking, we're learning, we're teaching. It's good to have that in this spot. And we have had a lot of new players, to be honest, on broadcasts. We, especially during the kind of start of a lot of these broadcasts, it's cool to see players who maybe don't have as much experience. We've seen some pretty low ranks overall enter these, and you love to see it. You love to see it. Hopefully something that we say can help out, or maybe just whatever their opponents say, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's a good place to enter. And I don't know what they're talking about in chat, that somebody is fighting for their life. I don't even know what's happening.
Oh, I think the Washington situation is he's or maybe just in general fighting for his life. That I feel like that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta handle it. The streets, the skills you learn in games. Sometimes you need to transfer in your life. You need to defend yourself. So you need to figure it out. But yeah, I mean, this match is gonna be cool. I think either way, seeing Jimmy go down to losers and try to make a run, or Easy go down to losers try to make a run, will be a really cool storyline.
Yeah, I'm fighting for my life currently.
Yeah.
This is please come back, please get the matches. I'm trying to live, but yeah, without a doubt, this is going to be a good match. I mean, we're going to have good matches throughout, but also I do believe no, wait a minute, this is wrong, right? We've got 3 regions somewhat within our top 8, right? I think no, wait. Yeah, Tyson is US, Zombie and Easy are Mexico, and then Jimmy is Dominican Republic, right? Is that the DR?
I want to say DR. Yeah, I think DR, Dominican Republic.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. We get to see once again a pretty cool spread of regions. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about any of those, by the way, y'all. I didn't think about it as much until this exact moment, but at the very minimum, we got some pretty good regions, and we've had that in a lot of the other tournaments so far this season. We've got obviously there's a lot of Mexican representation. There's been a lot of that in these tournaments, with of course Ruffian winning everything up until this point, with Rookie, with a bunch of these different players, even some of them that haven't shown up again, but also we saw it was just now. It was Locust. It was Canadian, which is really cool. We've just seen a pretty big split.
Yeah, like there is. Yeah, we've definitely seen a difference of things. I think actually we're going to switch maybe the match upcoming to Tyson versus Zombie here. In the meantime, will Jimmy figure some stuff out? So we're gonna get on that. We talked about that matchup before, so we're gonna see how that goes. I think Ryu versus Blanca is gonna be an interesting one, honestly.
Yeah, just talked about it, but the recap there is that it's a rematch from the winner's side. The only person so far that has defeated Tyson in this tournament is Zombie, but now we're in a 3 out of 5, a little bit more time to adapt, and we'll see who can use the information from the first set a little bit better. But both these players have been doing really, really well. I want to say that this is Zombie's best placement so far in these brackets. I feel like I need to bring up every other week, but I believe Zombie has been in more of these. You know what? I'm gonna scroll back. I'm gonna go to the other weeks because I know for sure Tyson's placements every single week so far, and they've all been really good. Tyson going, what was it, 7th, and then 2nd, and then 3rd. But let's see, if we look last week, Zombie was not even in this top 8, so
my God,
already doing considerably better.
Okay, that's a good start, and obviously Zombie's made a name for themselves right now. They're going crazy, but Tyson is not willing to let Zombie keep this historical run going. They want to kind of end this if they can to get to, instill their own legacy here.
And here's a little bit of an interesting stat as we're watching this first match go through. Last week, the person who knocked Zombie into losers was Tyson. So this is a run back of a run back. And then the other person who beat Zombie was Jimmy. So both of them still in this bracket, but it's a different day today. We've got a win now, already up on Tyson. This is looking to start off pretty solidly even, though.
Absolutely, and we're seeing the help, but as we say, this might potentially be the stock right here. Oh, kick to the chest. Get out of here. Tyson is going to take that first round with a big kick.
It's the spacing on that kick, using neutral, by the way, has been super good from Tyson all day. All right, ooh, the Oki, oh my goodness, the Blanca hop forward. It looked like it was going to cross up, but the stand roundhouse just hit same side. That's pretty nasty. Was this? Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought it was an up ball for a second, but that was DI to DI.
Oh,
just go for the back throw.
Yeah, just something simple. Keep it light. Get the point of the ball. Hey, Zombie sweeping low there, trying to find something to grab off the grass there, but Tyson not giving it to him. But does finally find the 4th time is the charm. Maybe we see a level 3 cash out. No, doesn't want to do it too early. Oh my goodness, catching everything anti-air, meet him in the air. Got firepower right there.
Oh my goodness, all these normals are just hitting, just these random little normals, but they're not really getting canceled into all that much. And now Zombie has a huge life lead. Tyson's going to have to find something big. The grabs have been really good at starting off the pressure for Tyson all day, or at least starting off the mix in the Oki situations. But you got to catch Blanca, and once you catch Blanca, you don't really catch Blanca. So third round of the first game.
That is, yeah, I went in round 3, and this is where you definitely want to be using level 3. You didn't use it last round, but now you kind of have to. Or install, but we did see, you against your matchups, Zombie might prefer to go for level 3 here.
Ooh, just went for the check after the overhead. Oh, throw loops. That's so scary. Oh, wow. Actually manages to get the punish, I think, on that grab, or maybe just the cross-up wasn't blocked, but... Oh, I don't know if that forward Fierce was correct. This is going to be level 3. That's going to kill. I'm confident in this one.
Yeah, I'm a gambling man, but today I'm feeling pretty confident in gambling. I'll be card counseling, and we're going to take it. That is the first round with Tyson. Just Zombie finding these openings, but not big enough sometimes. Gets a little bit excited. You see a small opening, you go for it, but eventually, maybe it's a trick, and it was there.
Already winning one game is better than Tyson did in the winner's bracket up against Zombie, so has got to feel good about that. But again, it's going to be a longer set, 3 out of 5. We're still just feeling each other out a little bit more and more. Whoa, Blanca hopped right into that EX projectile. Oh no, the cross-up connects as well.
Oh yeah, we're seeing that kind of how Zombie is struggling to kind of find some of these openings. I mean, at the end of the day, jumping in does work well against, obviously, Keith, but against Ryu, the DP is a little bit scary. I have an answer for a lot of those options.
That was a nice confirm. Going into the target combo after seeing that it was going to hit against the aerial Blanca ball so that you can get that setup into the charge. All of that, just a really good, little bit of a... Oh, speaking of really good, confirms, that was another one off of that anti-air. I think these players are wasting any opportunity.
No, they're throwing everything they have. I mean, this is losers. You have to. You don't have another round to throw this in. Or another set, at least. This is the last that you got to play in. But the overhead, good catch right there. Taking another round for Tyson.
Overhead's always scary for charge characters because you want to hold down more than other characters because it gives you an entire move. You lose your reversal if you're not holding down. So those overheads, they're going to hit statistically, I would say, a little bit more than non-charge characters. And that's why we are seeing a lot of these from from Tyson. But Zombie did block the last one.
Yeah. Yep, there is, Zombie's learning, but again, there's the air grab out of the air, grabs him, chomping on him, taking a little bite out of his shoulder, but Zombie needs to take a little bit more than just a nibble here. He needs to find a whole way to get rid of this round without using too much meter, and then find another one on top of that.
I'm still really angry that I did not realize that Blanca had an air grab. I played a lot of Blanca, too, like a good amount in this game, and I just did not know that, but that does not matter. I am not the star here. Level 3 does matter. The biggest thing here is, will this be able to burn out or not? It's going to be close.
Yeah,
no, not quite.
Yeah, no, not quite. I mean, Fireball 2 to maybe start this off, but you don't want to Fireball too excitedly here because, again, saw the cower crouch, but the kick, I'm just saying maybe the slide could have been it, but doesn't quite pull anything on that.
That was a really good call. I mean, that was the first time that we saw the crouch used in the entire tournament, but you just follow up, and that was like a cool combo. It actually like comboed the entire thing, following up into the fireball, so it just like kept the thing going. You love to see it. But Tyson now up 2-0, so now technically we are tied between these two players in this tournament.
Yeah, this is really there's a chance to bring it back though. As we see now, we're gonna see the mix up, but blocking all of that. Tyson smartly and throw it back in the corner. He's burnt out though, but not able to keep him in there. Zombie needs to find a way to lock down this Ryu. He hasn't found a lot of options just yet that work.
Ooh, just playing patient. What a reaction. Beautiful reaction. That was going to be big trouble otherwise. I mean, it's still going to be big trouble. You're probably done. Yeah. But still a very nice little way to react. Unfortunately, though, because your reactions are so good, you just spent a bar in a losing round.
Yeah, you did spend the whole bar there in a losing round, and you're going to be like, okay, well, I can make this work. You know, again, there's a few more games to go through, so that knowledge kind of be like, okay, that can't work. I'm gonna keep that in mind. But I like the side switch DP the other way. That seems like a risk in theory, but it's working quite well for Tyson right now.
Manages to just jab away. I think that the timing for the Blanca Chantal was like not safe, so just knew that and just went for the jabs. You have the corner. I mean, this is just at that spot too where like if you do end up building more meter, I guess you're at CA. No, you're probably too far away. I thought it was 2, but you got the chance to do a lot of damage in this corner with that level 2 if you can land a big combo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Tyson quite low, so it looks. That's gonna be it. I like that mix. You know, the tick throw, obviously not an uncommon option for a lot of characters, but Blanca feels so aggressive sometimes with that scoop into it. There's just so many options you can do instead.
Yeah, I love the fact that we are seeing finally Zombie make a comeback. So basically, we've seen last week Tyson 2-1 Zombie, and then we go and Zombie comes next and 2-0s Tyson, and then Tyson basically 2-0 Zombie, and then now Zombie takes a game. So if we continue the pattern, then Zombie's going to 2-0 again, and then we're going to go to game 5, and then I guess technically Tyson wins based on that math. But regardless, I feel like these two are building up to be pretty good kind of rivals, like bracket demons for each other.
Absolutely, and I love to see that. We love to see a good storyline of two characters just growing and push each other to the limits right now.
Woo-hoo. Catching the drive rush with the fireball. That's some real classic Ryu stuff. Just like willing to throw fireballs in their face over and over. Ooh, and the air-to-air. That's a great way to deal with the rainbow ball.
I like the fact that both players are willing to contest each other with air-to-airs here rather than just simply anti-airing every time. They're like, I know you're going to jump. I want to get in your head about it, though.
So many parries, but finally gets grabbed out of it, and that's gonna be really good because you're building back a lot more drive gauge. You really need that as Tyson, who spent a lot of it. You know what? Doesn't even need more of it. A lot of grabs just working out this time around.
Yeah, the grabs have been really strong for these options, and Tyson is making sure to get full use of it. Oh, a good start here from Zombie. Give cash up a level 2 here. What will you do? We're gonna see maybe a full carry to corner. It looks like that's gonna be the case. But what will it be after? Obviously, the Blanca damage from this has been nerfed a little bit from Season 1 to Season 2. But oh my god, Tyson goes with the corner, not willing to take any of that.
And now we're going to see the approach, the jump back to try to bait a DP or something like that, but we do safely get the Blanca Chan going past. I'm so used to seeing throw in that exact situation because of Ruffian, but that's not here, not today. Ooh, did not cash out into anything, but one more hit should do it. Oh no, the drop!
Oh, this is gonna be, oh, this is where it gets scary though. Oh, the jumps, anything works. Oh, you're in such a weird spot here. Does he go for the command grab maybe? Do you want to do that? No, catches him. Oh, looks like maybe that wasn't exactly a rainbow wall. Maybe he's trying to go for like a, I don't know what that was. The animation is weird, but the fireball.
I think that might have been a hop. It might have been the hop. I could be wrong, but it was a weird. Honestly, like 90% of Blanca's animations start up with like Blanca just jumping off the ground slightly and to see which direction that goes. Oh, it was a ball, is what Tyson said. But regardless, meaty close-up fireball. I don't know, it wasn't really meaty, but like pressure fireball is definitely a signature of Tyson, and it worked out perfectly in the end. But a great set between these two. I mean, we've seen so many good matches between these two just today alone. So again, I think these two are turning out to be some pretty good quote-unquote rivals, quote-unquote bracket demons, whichever you wish to call it. And also congrats to Zombie. Best placement by far, and very easily could have been even further than this. So looking at another very scary Blanca, which I think is kind of like 3 now within the Breakout series. We didn't have one of them today, but we've seen at least 3. But this is a great placement.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, at the end of the day, losing here when you get to this point or any point in this tournament is great to see. I think that they, Zombie has been doing crazy well. There was just a lot of really good points in this tournament that they were allowed to shine, but against Tyson, the adaptation, you know, it's one of those things where both players are pushing themselves to that limit, but unfortunately for this time, it's going to be the end of Zombie here. But Tyson still has a bit of ways to go, which is good to see as well. They've worked hard for this position. They're going to see how far they can get to. And I mean, in general, it was a good set. It was a really good set.
It was. It might end up being my favorite of the day. We'll see. There's still time left for that to change, but there are now 3 players left, which means that Tyson has stayed within the top 3 for 3 weeks straight. Maybe second in consistency next to Ruffian, who is literally the only person who has won 3, basically. But yeah, huge congratulations again to Zombie. And we hope to see even higher placements going forward. But like you said, Tyson's got a tough path. We'll see who first he's playing against, because right now is just waiting for the loser of our winners finals match, which is going to be Easy versus Jimmy, and both of them going pretty undefeated throughout the day. I actually don't know if either of them have lost a game. I'm going to go back and look. Easy is completely undefeated throughout the day. Jimmy also completely undefeated throughout the day. So one of these two's first game loss of the entire tournament will be to each other, and it could in fact be both of them taking their first game against each other throughout the entire tournament, but one of them has to lose, and I don't know who that's going to be at all.
Yeah, no, it's going to be, we can't call it early. You know, you can never call these kind of matches early. It's going to be very interesting to see who come on top. They're both very, very good at their characters. I know you mentioned before, though, that Easy had a Manon, but I don't know if Easy has a Marisa, and I don't know if Jimmy has a Jury. So this might be one of those situations where they don't really know exactly what the person does in depth. It's going to just be a feel it out and see what happens.
Yeah, like you mentioned before too, this matchup can be kind of tough, but really depends again on kind of how that. And I can hear me, but it sounds like the wrong microphone or something. Sounds weird. How's everybody doing? How are we looking? How are we sounding?
That felt good, didn't it?
Hello? Am I good? Okay.
We're coming back, chat. We're working on it. Tyson saying redirect power from the shields to the thrusters. Anybody out there play Elite Dangerous? I need some Elite Dangerous plays here. But it does look like we're here in Grand Finals. If y'all can hear me, I'm sorry, not Grand Finals, in Winners Finals. And it looks like at least we're up 1 game for Easy.
Yeah,
pretty big.
Up ahead for for Easy now, making it look as classic Easy. And Jimmy, I mean, we mentioned this matchup sounded a little hard for Maurice. It looks like it's really true right now. Jimmy's struggling to find a way to stop this pressure from Easy.
Yeah, we can see, first of all, one of the biggest things is that just as a player, Easy is one of the jumpiest players that we've ever seen here in Breakout Series.
Yeah.
And one of the jumpiest players that I've seen do well in Street Fighter 6. But Marisa anti-airing is questionable at best unless you're like way in a forward arc and EX up punch works. But we've already seen just so many jumps. We've seen jump medium punch, we've seen jump heavy punch, we've seen just all the jumps working. And that's an angle that I was saying you don't want to jump at against Marisa.
Absolutely, and we're seeing the jump there. Gonna get punished this time though. Jimmy with the perfect bringing it back, saying, "Hold up, it's not out of my hands just yet." Big Marisa fists are gonna be landing some punches here.
Yeah, and that is the funniest thing about Marisa anti-airs is that if she does land the up punch, it's one of the highest reward anti-airs in the entire game. But otherwise, they all kind of suck. But if you can manage to get that, you get that situation where, ooh, that's actually getting really scary. We are almost at burnout for both characters.
Oh, wow, what a great punish. And punish gonna do a lot of damage here, obviously. Really, your only option there, holding except for block or jumping, because you can really break that with the DI. So you have to go for the, I like the awareness to go for the level 3 there.
Yeah, oh my, oh, didn't get the pickup off of that. I mean, being able to drive rush after the projectile is so much of, I think, what's good in this matchup. Nice parry. And, I mean, already we see the burnout from Jimmy. This is a tough spot to come back from. Just playing the patient game, though.
Absolutely, we see Easy there, wanting to kind of just play a little bit slower, knowing that, you know, one wrong move there could result in a very bad time. So, oh, and there it is, just in one opening. Jimmy couldn't quite find it. Looks like they were buffering for a bit, but wasn't able to cash out. We're seeing 2-0 right now for Easy. What will Jimmy pull out?
Yeah, at least a 2-0. I mean, I think there's a possibility that they actually finished. I think that might have been a 3-0.
Oh.
Yeah. We just, unfortunately, I think, missed the very first match of that set. So, wow, Easy with the easy win. I mean, we could see exactly why that was tough. A lot of the reasons why we're talking about just being able to follow up the projectile, the jump-ins, the lack of anti-airs. Definitely could see how that could be a problematic matchup. And now we're going to have to see. Well, first of all, we're going to have to see whether or not Jimmy can make it back up to the grand finals. And then if Jimmy can make it back to the grand finals, what the adaptation is going to be. Because Easy, still undefeated throughout the entire day, has not lost a single game.
No, yeah, Easy has been just very dominant. And yeah, we thought it was a 2, but unfortunately a 3-0, so Jimmy wasn't able to find any answers to any of that stuff. It looked like there was some adaptation in the last game. It looked like a closeness to perfect, obviously, on the side of Jimmy, but it just like the pressure from Jury in the situation is so scary because you're getting grabbed or you're getting hit for so much of those combos. And with no DP to really back it, you lose that option. It becomes really just a very, very, very weird mind game for you.
Yeah, it's it was quick and quick for good reason. I do expect that we're probably going to see relatively quick matches from Easy throughout the rest of the day. That's just kind of their play style. Like I said, you can play a more defensive Jury, but that's not what we're going to see from Easy. The character just works in so many different ways. But we can now set up for our third place match, which is going to be, well, I shouldn't call it a third place match, to decide who's going to be third and who's going to be moving up to grand finals. Our losers of finals match, where it's going to be Tyson going up against Jimmy, which is not a matchup that we've seen so far this week, but in the previous week, I do believe that this was in the same place. Hold on, I gotta check that I'm not making that up, because that is too cool of a storyline to be correct, because I do think that this was the second and third place. Yeah, so this is literally the losers finals from last week. Tyson lost 1-3. Jimmy, I should say, won 3-1 in losers finals. So it's a rematch.
Yeah, so that should be a really good rematch. We're gonna see head into it right now. Actually, good timing. And Tyson versus Jimmy here. What will the option differences be here?
One tough thing here is that we did just have Tyson come off a pretty good win, and Jimmy just came off a pretty tough loss. Just wasn't able to quite find their footing against the jury pressure. So they both kind of got to get into the right mindset after what just happened, and so far they're looking fine. But Jimmy's getting really close to burnout. Tyson ahead in kind of every resource.
Absolutely, and that's where you want to be in this kind of matchup. Obviously, someone like Marisa can really bring it back. So you're gonna want to be careful in those situations.
Oh, good parry. We've had some really good defensive options from Jimmy throughout this entire set so far. Not that it's very long. Whoa, the full spend, but that's not a KO yet. You got a burnout for it too.
Oh, it is not, and this is where it gets scary because now you get sideswitched in the corner. You get DI'd. You have only one level 1 here. That's all you can use, and you're gonna use it well though. Oh, you pass it up, but now look at this. You can make it back by round 3. You can maybe get a level 3 round 3 if you plays it well.
That was a really good reaction as well. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to use a raw drive impact right there. They're going to go normal into drive impact and make you guess the gap or not. But that was just purely a raw drive impact that you just raw supered in return. So really good call. And by the time I'm done explaining that, Jimmy is almost taking this round.
Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy is gonna try to find a way, but okay. I was gonna say maybe not, but yeah, big feet coming out. Gonna make sure to lock that one down.
Yeah, actually traded with the normal DP, which is pretty funny looking, but also another weird trade. Both of those aerial normals getting the weird knockdowns, but that's a huge amount of damage to that punish counter. 2.
There was almost burn up though. Maybe that. Gonna break that. I like that, using the powered fireball there to stop that. Doesn't get the level 3 though. Looking for overhead. Doesn't quite find it. There is going to be no level 3. But doesn't even matter.
I do have to say, once again, I mean, I know I say this a lot. I feel like I'm kind of upplaying Tyson a little bit, but I really love Tyson's matchup knowledge. Like, going for the jump in with the jump medium punch right there to get the 2-hitter to break the armor on the wake-up option from Jimmy. I felt like that's just a really smart matchup-specific thing, and now Tyson is dead.
Absolutely going to be the case. Call the future perfect there. Underhand me. No, sir, you're going down. That is a perfect for Jimmy. Really making a statement in this game.
Yeah, that's what I get for talking about how good a player is. They get perfected within 5 seconds of me saying that. All right, gonna go for just the normal grab after the phalanx counter.
Which is smart, expand your repertoire of options for them to look out for. Let them know, hey, that's not just the one thing. I keep track of a few things I got for you, buddy. And we're seeing now the options that Tyson has are looking very good right now. Jimmy, but he burned out though, and it's not going to kill just yet. Trying to find a way to reset this. Jimmy saying, no, get your hands off of me. And the overhead does catch. Trying to finally grab again. Can't quite get it.
Just barely got over that fireball. Thought they were going to land on it. That's a great knockdown. Oh, no, this pressure is so scary. The weird jump. Oh, my goodness. That was a weird situation. I think neither person got exactly what they wanted and just ended in a weird jab. A barre jab is the term.
Very interesting ending to that for sure. I think they both just try to get something and try to find anything out of it. They couldn't quite get it. But, I like that little push him in the corner to make sure you can assert dominance there. And Jimmy trying to just keep Ryu in the corner. Tyson gets in corner. It's a little harder to obviously deal with Maurice's pressure.
And I like that we finally saw crouching heavy punch as an anti-air from Maurice. Is that going to work? Wow, that was perfect timing. I mean, I guess I should have assumed it worked as soon as it started, but I thought that the fireball already hit. But beautiful reactions. This is it, and that's going to be a quick 1-to-1.
I like that. Put him all the way to the corner with that super. I forget it does that. It puts you all the way to the side, so you're in a weird spot, low on bar, and then now we're 1-to-1 losers finals.
Yeah, also, we're finally seeing Jimmy spend more meter, which is just not happening very much at all.
But the weights have come off. Jimmy has to really activate here. But I like the fireball being able to break that stance from before. It was very hard for a lot of people to deal with, but Tyson found a good way around it. But Jimmy is going to be fighting back here. Doesn't want to use bar, though, or too much bar, at least. Because it is a perfect parry.
That jump back, light punch was really cool as far as an anti-cross-up right there. But, I mean, there's so many different options that you can have in that situation. A lot of air-to-airs, and they're all working.
Absolutely. The perfect parry. Can at least get some nice damage off here, get something set up. I like the jumps that Tyson's doing here. It looks like he's baiting a lot of up. It's going to kill level 1!
That was a good amount of damage. But yeah, that's clearly a setup that's been hitting a lot of people. I forget what the actual starter is, but Tyson does a lot of this like particular knockdown into a whiff jump normal into a meaty crouch medium punch. And it hits everybody because they think it's a mistake. I really like that a lot. Oh, parried the overhead. No punch on it or anything like that, though.
Yeah, one of these options has been quite difficult on both sides to fully get it. But oh, another grab caught him lacking. Overhead not going to catch, but you know, Tyson's been finding these openings with these grabs, which is hard. Jimmy has been making it very difficult to do, but Tyson's finding a way. It's truly an uphill battle with that.
Ooh, that was like a little bit of a fake, and then they drove rush and stopped. That is tense situation. Oh, that's going to be a lot. That should be it, I think, for the bar. Yep, spend it while you can. One round apiece, still completely tied up. And once again, actually seeing Jimmy spend some bar. They could easily build back 3 for this final round, though.
Yeah, he's making them really work for it. Jimmy's having to use all the tricks in the bag right now, and we're seeing a lot of times that these DIs well spaced are really good, and we're gonna see a level 3 crash out here. But does he? He's not burnout, obviously, but he's gonna be on the better, as good of a spot as Tyson's gonna be sitting.
Meaty fireball? No, didn't go for meaty fireball this time. Oh, went for the bait and catches the drive rush, and that is enough. I love these little fireball baits, these little like, this has caused so much movement from Jimmy, and this is not something that we've seen Tyson use in any of the other sets so far today. I think that is super cool, and now just needs one more game to move into grand finals.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing how Tyson's able to just kind of change the gameplay in each of these matches so far. Really overcome some demons here, and it's working quite well. Jimmy, on the other hand, does have a good answer for a lot of things, but it looks like Ryu has just been difficult, especially with the fireball able to break through that armor from the stance.
Oh, that was a really risky, like, kind of raw parry. Good recovery on the dash punch. Otherwise, that would have been a nightmare situation. Oh, I like that. The drive rush into the just jab to stop it. That's something that Tyson uses himself a lot. And now Jimmy's in burnout, but does get a huge hit, and that should be easily enough.
That's going to take it. That's going to take it. Jimmy's going to look to make this hopefully to a game 5 here, but obviously Tyson's not going to take that request laying down here. And oh, the double. I like the drive reversal there to push him back a little bit, but would that be enough to help with the neutral?
Yeah, we haven't seen too many drive reversals or like the like wake up drive reversal option, whatever it's technically called, in this set at all from either side. So I like that one because it was kind of even for drive meter. Right now, though, Jimmy has no drive gauge, just allowing themselves to get burned out. There's still a lot of pressure that you can pull off as Marisa because of her natural plus frames.
Yeah, and oh, we're seeing just the pressure right now. Oh my goodness! Oh, level 3, no way you call him out like that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that wasn't even a fireball. I mean, I'm assuming that was the reaction. This is now one hit away from tying things up. Oh no, jump did not get, I don't know what it was supposed to be, but just unfortunate timing. And so with a very dominant game, we're immediately going to this rematch. It's going to be 2-2, one more game. I love it.
Absolutely, and we're seeing Tyson starting off strong here, not trying to make it quick, trying to undo what happened last game, but Jimmy's just finding these ways in now. Before it looked like a true struggle, but Jimmy's found something. Tyson hasn't got an answer for this question on the test yet.
Oh no, the driving back going all the way through, and now you're in the corner. It's going to be the safe jump setup, and actually just goes for the safe jump that can be parried, but just went for the kind of normal option.
Absolutely, we're seeing, oh, Jimmy is just not letting Tyson get out of this corner. It has been a rough spot to be in. And Jimmy has been a great job at gatekeeping this with anti-airs, just jumping up with there with knocking him back down. But oh, Tyson trying to get out, but Jimmy still refusing to let Tyson get out of this corner.
Oh no, that's it. Just go with the little shin kick. But Jimmy pulling off some huge adaptations, is on match point now to make it back up into grand finals. Tyson needs to figure out what changed within the past few matches, and that's going to be huge. Super meaty, the bounce all the way to the side of the stage, and you want that wall carry as well.
Yeah, I'm going to send a big knockback, but oh, we're seeing Jimmy just kind of trying to run away with this right now. Does have level 3, not afraid to spend it anymore. We're seeing in losers finals, it is not a ton to play. So Jimmy gets one hit here. That could be maybe driver canceled into. We're going to probably see level 3.
Yeah, really any hit should be it, and that's the hit that I was talking about. Didn't need to spend the extra bar. Jimmy with the adaptation, bringing it back 2 games straight after Tyson really looked like he had a handle on that. But, I mean, really good stuff from both players. That was a huge back and forth from both of them, and I really love like everything that they added to their gameplay on both sides.
And it was a very, very, very good match. Both players just adapting over and over again. There was every time there was a step in the right direction, the other player was like, "Hold on, I need to answer that question now." So that is the true side of some top players, is just having that like beautiful level 1 answering the DI, but later down the line, those situations would get him caught in a bad spot.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that corner basically positioning that we saw a lot, that like perfectly at that maximum range from that clip that we actually just saw, was really where Jimmy was able to control everything. It was a lot of like charged fierces, like a lot of like Corsair Core punch like charges. There were like reactions with level 3s from that range. That was just everything that you really wanted, and it's also basically perfectly at that Marisa like crouching medium punch range, where you just don't really have that many good options, or let me put it the other way. Marisa just has all of her options, and you have to kind of figure out which one she's going to use. So I really liked when we were able to see that range from Jimmy. Tyson, on the other hand, I mean, being able to see the like Hashogeki like charge like fake fireballs was a really cool adaptation, and I don't know, just lots of great backs and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely brought it back and forth. It was consistently just, it could have gone either way. It was one of those games where it was so close that 1 or 2 mistakes, a couple changes could have changed the way, but it did look like near the end, Jimmy just found something, found a way to keep Tyson in the corner repeatedly again and again, and Tyson did not have a way to get out because the extent of which the corner pressure was so far into the stage and so many layers of denial that Jimmy had. It was really hard to get out of there.
Yeah, that the corner is definitely the name of the game here, but that does set us up for our grand finals, which is going to be Jimmy going up against Easy. And again, this is going to be a brand new champion. It's actually going to be our guaranteed 2nd champion ever, because Ruffian has been so freaking dominant. So we get to see which of these 2 will take Ruffian's place, whether it's a Marisa player or a Jury player. 2 players who've already placed very highly, but I do have to say, Easy is not quite hit this placement before, so I do think already they're at their best placement regardless by kind of a lot. So to win would be a pretty huge jump up, and I think actually a lot of these players in this top 4 or top 8 have made their best placement so far today, so hopefully we can see them keep going up.
Absolutely, and this final match is going to be our grand finals. We're going to have Jimmy versus Easy again, get a run back hopefully. Maybe try to change the tides of the 3-0. Managed to change the tides of the current match with Tyson, so maybe that momentum might carry them back.
Yeah, or maybe they'll choose Terry and get the bounty and then lose.
Maybe.
Yeah, and
maybe
then
that's an option.
And then they get to get some food with that money and then go to bed. That seems like a strong strategy as well. No, I'm just kidding. I expect that we are going to see them all play out their strongest characters, which is going to be the Jury versus the Marisa. So we didn't get a chance to see how this started off last time because of the unfortunate stream crash, but I can guarantee it probably wasn't as good for Jimmy as it is right now.
Absolutely, and yeah, Jimmy definitely going to try to bring this back and make some of the options here, because it's interesting to see how we make this work, because you know these matchups, you may have won against Ryu, but Jury is just so aggressive when she wants to be, and Easy is a fantastic Jury player.
Yeah, and just going to be able to intercept your movement a lot more. There's also like a lot of like kind of multi-hit things that Jury ends up having, whether it be like an attack along with the slow projectile or like just some of the normals like send me kicking the 2-hit. There's just so many different things, and even with a strong start, Easy was able to, or I should say even with against a strong start, Easy was able to take that pretty solidly. There's just, Jimmy has to find something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, this is where it gets very scary, because you're gonna be trying to like answer questions you don't even know yet, because Jury's been I feel like the layers have been, at least for Easy's point of view, has just been very much drive rush in, pressure you, push you back. But it's really, really hard for Jury to be kept in the corner with the dive kick, the DP, so much mobility just in the ground and in general.
Yeah, and then you're waiting for all those things, then she just drive rushes up and throws you backwards, and you're like, oh, that works too. Oh no, baited out the tech, and the jump medium punch is gonna do it. So Easy taking game 1 again. Now 4 games straight up against Jimmy so far today. Easy still has not lost a single game.
Not lost a single one, and looking to make a case to make the perfect run happen. Honestly, Easy has just been absolutely playing out of their minds, and Jimmy as well too. But just cannot find an answer for these Jury punishes.
Yeah, can't find an answer for kind of anything. I mean, the normals are just kind of outreaching, the aggression's out aggressing. I mean, you finally have this range that's good for Marisa, but oh my goodness, that charged heavy punch might have been a bait on the parry. I mean, it kind of worked that way, but maybe it was just mistimed. I don't know, but you're doing fine now. That's perfect.
That is almost, but almost. We saw at least getting close to very not perfect. That allows Jimmy to get his confidence back, and when Jimmy has confidence, Jimmy plays out of their minds. But Easy is getting these these punish counters. You know, we mentioned how hard it was for other players to land grabs on Jimmy, but Easy is not having trouble doing it at all.
Oh, breaking right through the parry. One thing though, I gotta say, Easy still has not continued with as many jumps as we saw from them in the first set, so they're playing a lot more grounded, I say, as they immediately jump, but that did end up whiffing. And there we go. That's what we were seeing a lot of, that was working so well. Just stay in the air.
Yeah, maybe they might do a thing where they want to maybe slow it down a little bit and then whip it out if they need to for like 2 games. Maybe keep it like kind of chill, but then if they need to pull it out later. But it's working now. They're keeping pace with this round. At least it's not over. So the jumps are going crazy again.
Yeah. I mean, turning it on and off is a huge deal, right? Just to like keep your opponent guessing and like make sure that they're not just like, okay, they're gonna jump. You're just like, oh wait, now they grabbed me. Oh no. This is good though. We're getting close to burnout. Like a couple more blocked hits, and we could end up at burnout for Easy. Playing patient. The parry's actually giving them a lot of drive gauge back.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of use out of that, and seeing again how hard it is to land these grabs consistently. But it looks like Easy's just finding ways to kind of keep out of the Marisa range for when Marisa's swinging, but somehow always get in when Marisa's trying to back up. Oh, level 3 crash out. Ooh, it's gonna be burnout.
That's a very nice kind of simple conversion. And yeah, like you said, leading to perfect burnout while Jimmy's about to be at full drive gauge. There's 2 bars left for Easy, but it's not really what you want in this situation, and you're dead, actually, I think. Oh, yeah, there we go. That looked weird. The second hit, it looked like a whiff on the ground, but all right, finally, Easy losing their first game of the entire day, and Jimmy looking a lot more confident.
Mm-hmm. This could be a long set if Jimmy's able to keep this advantage going, keep that confidence up, and maybe even bring this to a set number 2, despite the 3-0 winners.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen runbacks already today. I mean, we saw the runback with Tyson versus Zombie. We could see the runback here, but then there's even another set after that. And look at this, getting the burnout, getting the huge anti-airs, and they're just playing leapfrog at this point.
They really are. They're switching sides, and Easy is going to just fully take this advantage, trying to find a way to build more meter back. And still keep pressure, though. Oh, my goodness, Jimmy trying to find something. But even with burnout, oh, Easy's feeling very confident.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good turnaround from what we saw previous. But again, just kind of staying wild. It kind of feels like the more wild and fast-paced the match is, the better that Easy's doing. But the slower that Jimmy can control the pace, the better that Jimmy's doing. And that's been basically what it's been. Nice that we haven't seen that tick, just the jump light kick on block into the command grab yet. Oh, all the parries, all the drive gauge, and that is damage.
Yeah, and that's a punish counter off of a big miss DP there. You know, the Twitter loves to see those, and that's gonna actually be the kill without spending any meter, which is great for Jimmy because right now Easy has none.
Yeah, this level 3 is literally 1 hit away, so no matter what, I mean, we've seen actually a really good usage of kind of screen carry with that level 3 off of conversions from Jimmy, which we could see again, some opportunity. Plus, also you can kind of react to low fireball if it's used in an unsafe place.
Oh my goodness, continuing the combo action up that corner was crazy to watch. Easy is just finding an answer for a lot of these Marisa things that Jimmy's going out here, and I'm loving the catch in the air because before you want to compete in the air with, oh, this could be huge actually. Hold on.
Yeah, this is two touch. This is a two touch situation. Oh no, didn't get it too much more off of just landing that. I think that was like just a standing medium punch, but just jabbed. Still a two touch situation. Oh no, this is guess for game. This is guess for game right here. Going straight into the level 3. That's gonna still give some sort of okie. It's not gonna be the safe jump setup that we would get off of just the normal ender, but they are now that much closer to burnout. The level 1 gets blocked. That's gonna do a lot of chip. How safe is that? Not safe at all. Okay, I didn't know against burnout. I was like, this is curious.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. The plus four frames obviously in burnout, but in launch, but yeah, not enough frames in that to get out of that one.
Yeah. But Jimmy pulling ahead, which is again looking like a great turnaround. 2-1 right now. Looking one more game to reset, and they already have the corner, but they're also already burnt out.
That is, they are, but it doesn't seem to matter. They got the grab, the span grab off that, and now they're trying to put a poor jury into burnout. They're almost fully meter. Oh, it's gonna hurt a lot. Yup. Can't do that.
The meter usage has been really good now from Jimmy, and 1 round away from resetting the bracket. Okay, there we go. This is the aggression that was working really well for Easy earlier in the set. But that was a full screen drive rush run up. That was very aggressive from the other side as well.
And Jimmy over parry. This is going to be at least a good way to get some more space on the side of Easy. Trying to find a way of the corner, pushing Jimmy all the way to the other side of the corner, which is what they want. But Jimmy trying to maintain it, does actually for once get hit by Roman 1, missing a few of those, but it doesn't matter. Easy. The third one's a chop.
Oh, the air to air. That's a great way to deal with that jump heavy punch, but you're stunned, and that doesn't mean anything. So, Easy staying on the board. Could go to a final game here. Easy looking like they felt a lot more in control of that one than the previous ones. It's also the first stun that we've seen in like, I don't know, 3 sets or something like that, despite how many burnouts we've seen. And ooh, that projectile does actually hit. Very fast super.
Absolutely, and he's been throwing out. The other ones didn't work, but these last two have been on point. Catching Jimmy just feeling a little bit too aggressive with those options. I mean, Jimmy wants this because if this is a win, that is going to lead us into a reset, but oh my god, the jumps are crazy.
Just whiff jump medium punch over, and then whiff another jump medium punch over. That is jury things. That's easy things for sure, but all right, going to burnout for this pressure. Better make it work.
Absolutely, but doesn't quite fully get all the damage that they could. Jimmy, level 2! Or was that level 1? Whatever it was, it hurts.
That was the level 2, I think, right? I honestly did not look, but I think it was. Regardless, so it's a reset. The jab is all that it takes, and we are gonna go back to 0-0 as now we're tied up as far as these players within the tournament. They've both now only lost to each other, and they've both knocked each other into losers. So only one of them can win.
Yep, both players are now losers. Whoever loses this, it's over. So we are going to be seeing who can actually take this. The Grand Finals reset. It's the place you want to be. Obviously, Jimmy feeling very good about this. Because, you know, it was a 3-0 at the start. And now we've reversed it back to 3-1. We're feeling very strong about this one.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of damage, and a lot of damage to the drive gauge just immediately off the bat. Like I said, the faster the game, the higher chance I think Easy's winning. The slower the game, the higher chance I think Jimmy's winning. And now it's slowed down a lot, and there we go. Immediately gets the anti-air, gets the corner, gets the mix-up. This speed is where Jimmy wants to hold.
Yeah, so... Oh, Jimmy, you're burnt out, though, but that's okay. This could actually work. Oh, the hit! The hit there and able to convert it! Oh my goodness, burnt out does not matter. He can still end the hit.
Yeah, Jimmy's been very willing to burn out in corner pressure, and honestly, it's fine because Marisa has so many like plus on block pressure options that don't really change all that much because of burning out. Wow, immediately going there into the level 2, and they heard that we didn't like them not spending meters, so they're gonna spend it. They got into the burnout. They're gonna get the parries on this. That's a full gauge refresh, and this is not death, but 1 mix away from death. Wait, is this death? Is this death? Death? Oh my goodness! Wow! I was so confident that wasn't death. I was so confident.
That level 1, just the you know, why I oughta. Every time that move hit, it is crazy. Just fully back into the full force punches. There's a lot of damage, but Easy not gonna go down without a fight here. Does catch it, trying to just fully blitz right now. Done with letting Jimmy get too much space out of corner.
Yeah, I don't think I've never seen that route before. It was like the forward roundhouse in the corner to launch him a little bit higher and charge the level 1, something like that. It was pretty cool, pretty weird, but regardless, we're already on a different round where already Jimmy is looking like they're going down. Easy just taking full corner control. Oh my goodness, this would be a comeback. Oh no, this could happen. This could very much happen. Oh, you're dead! You might be dead right here. I think it's very, very much possible you spend EX, you spend level 2, you're dead. Oh no!
Disgusting right there. Disgusting.
Oh no, I said this could very much happen. Oh, what a crouch medium punches. Well, Jimmy is at 1000% right now, has turned on whatever booster they needed to get this far. They are just looking incredible. Easy still absolutely not out of it. Does force the burnout in a situation that you really don't want to be burned out in. Yeah, you're getting close to the corner. You got to be careful about so many different things here.
Your options are a little bit limited as obviously you get to the corner, get burnt out, and it's scary, but Jimmy just keeps finding a way to fight out of the corner with this. It's insane the way they're handling it, and they're not even stunned it. There's the stun, though. We're going to see a combo here from, yeah, just going to take a little play there. You know what? Don't risk it. You've seen many times now what Jimmy can do. Do not give this guy any chance to come back.
Yeah, you're literally coming off the back of a 95% comeback, basically. So you just spend anything you can, absolutely. But still, regardless, I mean, Jimmy's up for the first time in this tournament, which is still a huge deal. Oh, doesn't quite get any sort of follow-up off of that, but does follow across the screen.
Yep, still looking for every option. Oh, and the disrespectful driver is punch in the face. Does not give a chance to breathe, and right now Jimmy is trying to run away with this, but although there is no bar below, the hopscotch that Easy is playing is causing quite a problem for Jimmy to respond to.
Just backing up, I like this. This is like, we have not seen that much of just like a retreat from Easy mostly the entire set, or the entire day. They've been holding forward. And once again, though, they've stopped jumping as much. And we haven't actually seen that much of an answer to the jumps except for the air-to-airs, which is exactly what we just saw. But it feels like maybe aerial could be an option. We are very close to burnout, though. I would be very scared. The parry did not need to do that. Actually, a DI reaction would have killed almost undoubtedly. And the level 1 off of the parry scaling, certainly not.
I do think actually maybe the DI could have been the better play because it wouldn't have caused so much scaling on your moves there. But maybe the perfect pair to get in the head. But yeah, as you mentioned, the jumps are happening a little bit less. Maybe just a moment of hesitation there on the side of Easy to not do the game plan you thought of at the start. But oh my god, any unsafe move will result in level 3. You got to be careful.
That is that is the worst angle to jump in against Marisa, and they've been unpunished. Easy went unpunished 3 times in a row. Just EX up punch, you know, quarter circle backwards EX punch is just death right there. There's 10 seconds left. There's 8 seconds left. We are in a potential timeout situation, but the command grab means that it's never ever over. Truly, 3 seconds left. They've been more projectile. Oh, they pressure in the time. They weren't able to get there in the end.
That is great. Jimmy was sitting there throwing so much pressure. I think Jimmy didn't realize the time. Honestly, I think Jimmy forgot about the time because, you know, we rarely see, probably the first time in this tournament for a while, we see the timeout. Forgot about the amount of pressure the time was going to put on the game.
Yeah. I mean, that's the first timeout that I've seen in, I think, Breakout series in general. No, maybe we saw one earlier with, like, one of the Honda players maybe, but regardless, we haven't seen one in a very, very long time. So it's especially in this matchup that's been so rushdown heavy, to see a full timeout is pretty wild. Probably not gonna let it happen again though.
Absolutely, yeah. This game is, as many people said, very fast paced, so it's very rare to see timeout. But right now, again, we're getting the aggressive play style here. The drive rush, Jet level 1, get back over there.
All the way across the screen with that drive rush. Just does not care. There's a drive run, really. But we've seen both of them do that a lot of the times. They just, like, Steven can be confident about that. And wow, kind of threads the needle there. Hits that gap with the drive impact and goes for the safe jump. Goes for a few more moves on block. Goes for the safe jump a lot when they want to get the burnout, and they're very close. Yeah,
really just a lot of safe options here. And we're back to this mini game. This mini game we played before that went to time, but 44 seconds. I don't think you're gonna have to play it out full anymore. And ooh, Easy able to find the pressure to push it back. Jimmy not quite able to, endure this pressure anymore.
Yeah, it just gets clipped in the face with Roundhouse, and I mean, that's such a great, like, wall button to just kind of throw out and just see if people run into it. But wow, look at this, spending a lot of drive rush or drive game meter gauge already for these drive rushes, and we're seeing a lot more of these kind of preemptive normals. They're working.
Yeah, that was very, very smart to jump over, get the grab, send it on back home. And now we're seeing Easy just with a ton of lead here. Jimmy's gonna need to find something crazy with low bar and level 3. I mean, that's what you can do, but do you want to risk it this round? I mean, you're getting slowly poked down, goes to level 3.
No! Oh, it recovered so fast. I think it was a great concept, but just an inch away, an inch too far away for that to work, I think.
Absolutely, and that would have been really genius to hit there rather than the fireball hit you block again, because then you're going to run out of meter to defend yourself. So using it there was genius play, just a little bit outspaced.
Yeah, just barely. I mean, that projectile recovers so fast, but that means that Easy is once again up in the tournament. At this point, I want to see Jimmy win this one. I want to see us go to a final game in this tournament, because we are doing, amazing. Unfortunately, the second hit of that up punch is just whiffing.
Obviously, yes, we want to see more gameplay, but it looks like Easy wants to get the screw. When the parry on that is so nice, doesn't really cash out too much, but does get the overhead and a reset here. Gonna get more and more of a lead, and the punish counter to throw. Oh my goodness, burnt out.
Oh, that is the worst thing that can happen. Getting the full punish, and now no more meters, so can basically guarantee the stun, and the stun should guarantee the kill. I almost wonder if there was a way to do that without spinning bar. That didn't even kill, but oh my god, another DI. That is just rude, and we are on tournament point for Easy.
Yeah, we're seeing now Easy is just finding every right guess here. The run-up grabs, the run-up hits, everything that they're doing is just working every time right now. And Jimmy is struggling for an answer, but it's not over. Two quick ones to the head. Jimmy trying to reclaim space here, does get a good combo going on here, trying to find anything he can to catch a lead.
The jump pad light punch has been, oh my goodness, the jump light punch air to air is so good. Jimmy's really been changing the entire match with that. Once again, though, the second hit of the up punch whiffing, you still take that as an AA, and both in burnout. We are all glowing white right now.
Oh, the escape. We haven't seen anyone do it yet, but it looks like Easy's going to be the one to break that curse of getting Jimmy out of the corner, but we're headed right back. That dive kick got away once, but certainly Jimmy doesn't let you get away with that again.
Oh, so close to getting stunned, and yeah, they're just sitting there waiting with the super. No, they did not do it fast enough. That is honestly probably death. Yeah, you're just spending it. You're getting the kill right here. It's tournament point. You got to spend everything you can to stay in this game.
Absolutely. Didn't want to use the last little bit of drive rush just in case, so just catch a little too. I like that. Oh, good start there. Easy trying to find a way. One more round and you're over. One more round lost, though, and you're in another whole other game.
Yeah, oh no, that's going to be a pretty big starter. Okay, didn't actually spend any drive gauge to continue that. Just went for the normal knockdown and then used it for Oki instead. Oh, that was scary. That could have been a grab, that could have been a punish, but just went for the normal instead.
Yeah, and gets out of corner for now at least, and Jimmy trying to find an answer. The dive kick has been really good in getting over the pressure that Jimmy's used to. Does catch a hard hit there with a punish counter. This could be massive. Jimmy is burnt out though. There's level 3 on the side of Easy. Oh, Easy might get burnt out. No, parries it. Oh, kicks the air here. Oh, this could be huge. Go for level 3. There it is. Now, I don't think he's going to kill, but he's going to leave a huge amount of meter regeneration inside of Easy.
Yeah, it's getting that meter back is going to be huge, and we're about to hit level 2. Oh, the air to air. Oh no, they canceled the air to air with a different air to air jump medium punch made for that, and then the full hit conversion, the confirm into the EX dive kick, and Easy is taking the tournament. Our first champion that is not named Ruffian in the entirety of the Breakout series history.
Absolutely. Easy played amazingly. You know, we saw how many times we see that Jimmy tried to jump up in anti-air by, contesting in the air, and it works so well. But against Juro, if you lose that trade, you're eating the medium punch into, her whole kicks in the air. So that is just a very bad situation to be in.
Yeah, this was an amazing set, though. I do have to say, we had so many good sets towards the end of this tournament. I felt like the tournament was going so fast, and then suddenly everything slowed down. We got a bunch of different big comebacks and big adaptations from all these players, and everybody that was in our top today just played absolutely amazingly. Everybody in the entire tournament, but especially in the top 4 or so, or slightly outside of that. So this was an amazing set. What was looking basically impossible for for Jimmy ended up going down to the wire post reset, almost went to game 5. So I mean, that alone is saying so much. Also the fact that Jimmy has now been second place 2 tournaments in a row, they're looking to be another one of our most consistent players.
Yeah, Jimmy is making a name for themselves. I mean, they've already been making a name for themselves for quite some while. Same with Easy as well. And this series is just a great way for them to show off what they can really do against a variety of characters. And both these players played consistently so well. I think we mentioned earlier, before running into each other, I think they had received almost pretty much a perfect record, except for winners finals.
Yeah. No, literally, they basically were each other's only losses. Actually, I think maybe Tyson got one, but or 2. But regardless, they were truly each other's demons this tournament. We got to see that huge 95% comeback. That maybe was the moment of the tournament, but that's just a Marisa thing. Boy, everything about this was good. The adaptations to both of them were extremely good. The air-to-airs were probably the biggest one. Obviously, the entire tournament ended on the air-to-air, and then a canceled air-to-air with another air-to-air. It's just super smart from both sides. It was like a really preemptive jump medium punch as well to try and beat out that jump light punch, because otherwise I think the jump light punch is just going to win with how fast it is. So just all really smart stuff. The entire pace of the match changed over and over, and I mean, great stuff to the players. That's really all I got to say.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a fantastic tournament. And thank you everyone for coming out. This was just a very, very, we can see the results here too of the top 8. It was just a very well played tournament, all things considered.
Yeah, that's going to be in the reset. Easy winning first place, first time ever. So congratulations to our first time champion. Jimmy getting second, Tyson in third, Zombie in fourth. Most of them all with their highest placements ever, except for Tyson, who's kind of tied. Then Jewelman and Savage Locust in fifth, which was cool to see the Geef post nerf doing that well. And then KTG KSG and Jay Caesar tied for 7th. So congratulations to everybody within our top 8. Highest placements for, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, highest placements for like 6 of the top 8 at minimum. And then I think 2 people tied their top, or pretty close to that. But that does basically finish out our September top characters picked. And you can tell who these players are. Blanca now with a little bit more representation, but Ryu, primarily Tyson, Blanca with both Ruffian and Zombie, and then there's one more player's name I'm forgetting. Marisa almost exclusively for Jimmy, Jury almost exclusively for Easy, our champion, and then Luke is still up there because Luke is always got to be up there.
Yeah, Luke, nerf, but still very good. I mean, overall, it's very cool to see the different types of characters. We're not seeing all Shotos, for example. We're seeing Blanc and Marisa and Jury, and Ryu is great to see too. It's just a variety of representation, which is really awesome.
Yeah, it's a very interesting set of characters altogether that we do end up seeing here pretty often, but unfortunately, no Terry, which makes me very sad. So as we're closing out this week, I've got homework for everybody, and that homework is go and practice Terry. And if you can't afford it, but you won money from this, then that's where your money should go, because I want to see some Terry gameplay next week, which I actually may not be able to be at. But regardless, I want to see it. And before we close out as well, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. It's going to be One Shot Energy. It's going to be Mad Cats. It's going to be Bloodline Card Shop. And then one last final reminder to go use the Matcherino, !Matcherino in chat. It's already been typed. If you can click there, we now know who's going to be making that money, but they certainly deserve as much as possible. So you can easily claim that code and make sure that they get paid out just a little bit more. But it's been 2 codes left. We better finish it by the time we close out, or I'm going to be very sad. But it's been a great day today. Our first time casting together. And any last closing thoughts before we shut this down?
Man, I think it was overall really cool. I think all players, if you're watching this or you want to be part of it, definitely recommend it. The community's awesome. It was just a great scene. Thank you for casting. I had a really good time.
Yeah, I didn't die, despite the fact that I'm, that's going to be a big win for me. But it was also a really good tournament. Glad to see a new champion. So one more time, congratulations to Easy. And final reminder that a Thursday, just a few days from now, we are going to be having our big Tekken tournament. So if you like Tekken 8, sign up for that. Or if you just want to watch it, then you can go and tune in right here. Be sure to follow the channel, etc. It's still September. And good job, everybody. We closed out the match arena. So once again, this has been the Breakout series. I've been Wonder Chef. That has been King BL. And this has been week 4. That's right. I was about to say 3, but we're already moving forward. This has been week 4 of the Breakout series with Street Fighter 6. We'll see you all on Thursday for Tekken, or next week back here for week number 5.
Yes. Bye.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot 'em a shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down. Aiming for greatness, no settling. Kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Yeah. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. I do not gamble, but bet on me. Tell them that's like, yeah, it's LIV. I'm taking a shot for my enemies. I can't waste no more time on my energy. I know they not got it on lock. Go against me, that's a long shot. Cause I'm counting wins all around the clock. Never doubt me, boy, I don't stop. Who do you feel when they make you the monster? I am not scared of none of you imposters. Taking the lead now while they watching. Think you should leave now while the option. Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Yeah.
Ding dong, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding dong, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Free up the guys and dip out the ends. Jump in the ride and burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't coach the boy that I'm in. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close cause you plotting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in. Ding dong, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding dong, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding dong, 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 ding.
nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have created. I'm needing hundreds on hundreds, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time, let me check my wrist. You can never get my shine, I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris, bro. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance, whoa. I did it all for the feeling, alive but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need a million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow, it's a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I been feeling spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Sip this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics cause they talk too much, and I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gonna stop until I know I had enough. Mama, I made it, I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me get all in my DNA. I'm up my cheeks like I'm working for Frito-Lay and bet a bag on myself. I don't do this for my health. Every thread is a champion. Got the title, need a belt. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. Gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat.
Still young spits, but you call me young boss. Eating real good, so a man's gon' floss. Got my weight up in my view, real posh. You a frisbee man, so that mean you get tossed. Got a new clip, so yo in the back. Numbers ran up, had to spit it with the chaps. Realest in the city, in my record, I fact. But your man's only chat when he do it in the raps. Like, squad go lost and don't really care what it cost them. You don't wanna cost them. My lifestyle awesome, couldn't decide if my gal want it too, so I bought them. Don't run trap, but I run up a check. Run, do it real big, gotta one up the next. Point to the sky with the one up, I'm blessed. I'm young, rich and black, so you know I'm a threat.
I've been on.
Oh my god!
Jake Ray Jr., you can't be doing this.
Plant the seeds! Free kick's not gonna do it! Sonic, one more conversion to win this whole tournament! Peeling, is he gonna do it? And he does it!
Long dirt road all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city, cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no, I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture, and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash, cause good die young. But here I come, push it to the limit, I can't go no more.